Hello! Welcome back to another episode of D&D and the Emerald Eye. Our players last week got to the safe house and they took it room by room, scouting and making sure that everything was kosher. Dane encountered the first of a few skeletons that were kind of remnants in the area that wandered into a break in the wall, were filtering in from the outside into one of the back rooms. Half the party easily dispatched it, while the other half sat around drinking some beer before getting into the fray.
Let's be real. In one turn, I killed both of them.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
But the party was able to secure the area again with the help of Astrum using mold earth to kind of build a walled section to cut off the outside, and you guys were able to easily kind of bunker down for the evening and rest. As dawn broke and you ate breakfast and got around in the morning, you guys decided that it was best just to get underway as soon as possible. And you trekked through the desert, heading north towards the Purple Worm Caverns, where Dad had an encounter that kind of nicked his shoulder a little bit that the rest of the party was unaware of. As Bunmy kind of looked over him and provided some first aid, he noticed that it didn't really do any physical damage. So Bunmy's best guess was probably psychological in nature. Which kind of befits Chad and his, stoicism and his upbringing.
My psychological hit pool is low.
After kind of regaining composure from that, the group came across a well-beaten path that was traveling out of the endless pit towards the caverns. And Dane and Chad were able to identify a series of tracks, skeletal in nature, in a formation heading towards the caverns. And so they had sent Cotton out ahead to scout and be stealth to try to avoid being detected and try to get eyes on the recent maneuvers of that group. He tracked them all the way to the mouth of the cavern, where they kind of seemed to disappear inside. And once the party caught back up, you all decided to enter the caverns to follow suit and try to track down what's going on and gather some more information. You are approaching midday of day 2. You have roughly 9-10 hours before. I guess you have about 16 hours before dawn. And you know that Horace and his crew are going to be meeting you at the cavern's entrance at dawn. And they will wait half a day before adventuring in to try and retrieve any signs of life and or your bodies for verification, should you fail. And that is where we left off. So let's dive right into episode 4, Into the Belly of the Beast.
Let's go!
This switched over.
I think I was put
Ay, ay, ay.
in the front, right? Yeah,
What?
I'm in the front. Yeah.
Is that music too loud for you?
Just a tad,
You sure?
right? No, it's fine. It's gonna overpower voices in the
Good now.
stream.
I had mine
Yeah.
to
That's good.
70%, and it's like perfect.
All right, I turned it down just a hair on master,
No, it's
just
good.
to
That's perfect.
Just
keep
a
it from
hair.
overpowering. But
Bunny laugh.
More of these
so
buttons?
at this
God
point, at this point, you guys are free to move as you so choose. But you are, I would say, take it slow since there is so many of you. Kind of take it slow and let people react to the moment. Don't just kind of wander off ahead. You know, I don't want to open the turn order, but I will if things get a little out of hand.
What's in
but
this
we'll
box?
try.
What's in this box? What's in this box?
Alright, before so before we start moving too much in here, I look over to Mako. I'm like, "Oh, hey, mate. You know what
Yes?
might be a good idea? You should
What
draw
is
a
that?
map of this tunnel. Everywhere we go, make sure we have a keen understanding of where we can go, where an escape path could be."
You bring up a good point. I will draw us a map.
Righto.
So, Sheldon takes out his little pad, his little canvas, and starts drawing the little entryway here because that's all he can see. And he's really quick at it. So this isn't something that he has to like pause and take a lot of time to do. He can pretty much walk and chew bubblegum at the same time in terms of drawing.
Give me a performance check as you start your doodling.
Doodling.
First roll of the night.
Doodling. Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah, you're doing excellent. It's a very pristine and very accurate to scale type size of it. As you kind of like turn a corner, you etch it in, and you basically created a mental picture of like a grid in your mind, and you're kind of following the arcs and keeping it to pretty much to scale as you kind of maneuver around inside the pack.
But here's the thing, right off the bat, I see a crossroads. Are we going north or south? I think we should stick together.
Well, the rabbit's already heading north.
No, the rabbit just staying in the crossroad and eating his carrot.
Well, there's the crossroads back here.
Wait.
There's
Oh.
a whole ass south here.
The rabbit missed the first crossroad. The rabbit at the second crossroad.
Oh,
well,
I
rabbit
guess
over
we
here.
follow
So.
that rascally rabbit.
Or we see how he does on his own. Just saying.
Is that how dark it is? Well, not for me because I can see everything, but how dark is this?
It's
Okay.
pitch black. The only light that's coming in is at the entrance.
Ow. So Jack doesn't see anything.
Yeah, I'm not
We
some sort of
could-
freak.
He's
We
holding
could
on to
flip
my
a
he's holding
coin.
on to my belt loop.
Shall
I
we
always
flip a
presume that when
coin?
going into a dark area, Chad is whipping out a torch and setting it alight.
Yeah, whip it out.
Oh, he did. That's why Chad's glowing that great orangish hue of his skin right there.
It has been whipped.
Nice. So we're heading north then?
So, are you guys gonna stand around all day or what?
I could see, but I think your eyes are keener than ours in the dark.
Hence I'm
Why
going
don't you,
first.
why don't you
Alright.
take lead and I'll make sure nothing's behind us and I can get to the front if I need to.
Well, there's
So we
no
going
leading
north
if
or
nobody
south? Okay.
following.
So if Bummy's gonna do perception checks in the front, I'm gonna be in the back doing the same. But as they're moving, I want to just use a perception check to check out what's down south. If I hear anything, notice anything different. Again, just reminiscent from where we just came from with wind. I'm big into keening in on like moving air now.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to draw
Give me a perception check.
past experience now to what I'm doing. Perception.
Nobody passed gas around Dane. He is very
19.
keen to the wind.
So as you easily tune out the crew's kind of mutterings
Well-
and skitterings around behind you, as you take a listen deeper in, you do hear air kind of whooshing lightly. It's not like it was in the safe house where it was like rushing into that open area and parading a closed door. This more just feels like it's a larger open area and wind is moving. Like you can hear the wind moving, but it's not blowing per se. And you faintly hear not quite rushing, but like a nice slow stream. You hear water moving.
Like a lapping
Kind
of water.
Yeah, kind of a lapping. You hear it brush up against some rocks, and you hear drips farther in to your east, deeper into the cavern.
All right, so I'll make note of that, and I'll just turn to the group and just be like, "Well, to the south, seems wet. I hear water lapping. If the north is a dead end, maybe south would be best." And I'll meet back up with the group.
So I'm just kind of just looking around, and I remember the last thing that I saw before we entered this cave was a greenish glow, and almost like a trail of green light.
Yes.
And I want to look around and see if I identify or see at least any faint hints of that greenish trail in here.
Give me another Arcana check.
That's 20.
Look at Otto roll tonight.
From your position, you don't see anything yet, but you definitely feel a remnant of that ancient necromancy that you felt earlier. There is still some of that magic present, but you don't have any sight of that green trail.
Alright. So I'd kind of turn to the group and go, "Hey guys, just stay on alert. That aura that I saw earlier, I have this feeling that there is still ancient necromancy at work here, presently in this cave."
You told me you can't
Right.
feel anything, and I know
No,
you
I
can't
know.
feel anything on your shell.
I don't. I'm trying. So like, are you writing on me?
Should I roll a stealth check?
What's
To see
going
if
on?
he's- I'm being stealthy about it. I'm just trying to
Okay.
remember your name.
Sleight of hand. Yeah. Sleight of
Sleight of
hand.
hand. Okay.
What
Just because
happened?
I'm never going to be able to remember all these different names that he
What
calls
And
happened?
then,
What happened? Make a
Swim,
quick
you
fail on
can give me a
that.
perception check.
Pretty slight.
Nope.
Yeah, you've got no idea that he's back there
Clueless.
writing on you.
Clueless.
It's a hard shell.
It's literally SHEL. Dip again in my. I guess I would probably use like the tobacco that was left over in the pipe.
Yeah, the ash from your tobacco.
Yep.
Yes, we're going north.
Bunme, on your perception for the area, you get the same sense that Dane had. You can kind of hear moving air, but it doesn't seem to be blowing wind.
Okay.
Just that the wind is in motion; it's not stagnant. But you don't quite hear the water yet that he referred to.
Do I roll another one if I go to, like, if I can see down the hall from here?
Not yet. When you round the corner, I'll have you do another one.
Okay. Wow.
Cotton,
Oh.
with yours, you kind of get the same sense of air moving, but not blowing.
Zeph,
Mhm.
is the map kind of like what we're actually seeing? Like, are we seeing some of these mushrooms?
Yes, yeah, there is fungal growth in here. You see dead tree roots of like vegetation that once was, probably from before the ground got tainted And it definitely looks roughly carved as if a giant. Think of it as like. You're walking. You're literally walking in the trails of purple worms. Purple worms coming through, or natural caverns that were created from the earth shifting because of the their trail or whatever.
So you see Bunny walk ahead of people. As soon as he turned on this corner, I turned around unknowingly. I was like, dead end. Coming back.
I'm gonna quickly draw my longbow as well, and I'll hold until you're ready.
I've been running my hand along the wall as we walk, just to keep myself aware.
Okay. If you can see into the room, you can give me a perception check.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, I know you were up there and you kind of left before you actually gave me the perception check.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Yeah, so I wish I could show just you, but I'm sure you're gonna tell everybody as soon as it comes up. So,
well, what is he? Does he see like a gleaming something, and then you can PM him?
Yeah, actually, we'll do this.
In the meantime, Dane is just slowly notching an arrow, pulling it back, and aiming at some of the mushrooms here to see if this is poisonous.
What? Why would you aim an arrow?
I'm gonna shoot the spores. Move. I want to make sure it's not fucking poison.
Move, mushroom! I dare you.
Wait.
Just move once.
So my perception was
Feywild, bro.
Before Captain and Ashram got up here, right?
Yes.
Is that why? Okay.
That's why I'm PMing you.
Okay.
I don't know, Cotton. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
How far into the room can you see?
30.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see it's pretty fucking far.
I can see 300. So what?
Cotton, you can give me a perception check as well.
Hey, twins. Oh, why you have decimal?
Right? I was like, what did I do? Oh, I see what I did.
Word pad?
No, you can.
No snapping. Yeah, no. Snapping.
Yeah, no snap to center.
Dane, you hit the mushroom with ease, and it just kind of spreads and falls apart. It doesn't release anything into the air or anything. It just kind of crumbles under the weight of your arrow and splits.
Alright, so it
does appear to be semi-fresh, though. If
I see that, before I turn back, I'm gonna tell the group. So I see, some kind of rune on the floor up ahead. Do we turn around, or do we want to check it out?
I lean over to
do I hear that around the corner?
You should go step on it.
Yeah, you can hear it from there.
Never run away from a scribble before.
I'm not step on it. You step on it.
A rune, huh? And I'm just gonna kind of walk in.
Does it look similar to the one that we've seen at the hideout?
No, it doesn't look like a protection rune like we saw.
You're positive?
I just told you it doesn't look the same.
Can you see anything else around the area?
Did I see? I saw anything else around the area beside the rune?
Well, describe it. Is there a rune? Where is it? Is it in a platform? Is it on the wall? Is it on the ceiling? Is it embedded in the rock?
Well, if you have your ear open earlier, I say it's on the floor.
Okay.
Right. So as Aster's walking in the room, does he see the rune at all? Does he kind of point out that it's
got dark vision, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, since Bonmi pointed it out and kind of gave you direction to it, it illuminates and you can see. You can see it kind of hidden underneath some of the brush and some of the like fungus remnants, and it's kind of woven in amongst the foliage that's on the floor.
Only Astrum or anyone that approaches up to this point?
Anybody that approaches that can see in the dark can see it now.
I was gonna
So
try
I'm-
to see if I can identify this room.
Yeah, I'm looking towards you, and then once you're done, I'm gonna see if I can actually read it in any languages that I know. If there's any type of languages on it.
Yeah, Astrum, it's a circle with runes around it.
I'm not approaching. I'm just seeing as much as I can from here. I know I am quite far.
What language? You have Common, Elven, and
I'll tell you right
Draconic?
now. Sylvan, Elven, Draconic, Common.
You can read the runes around it. It is written in Draconic.
Okay. Anything that I would
you
recognize to be like arcane versus like protection or any other, like do I see the words fire or water or ice, or do I see like barrier or anything that I would recognize, life, death, necrotic?
No, the words that you can kind of make out from the distance says earth. Earth is binding, but that's all you can make out on the side.
I'll say repeat that to the group. It's written, at least some of it in Draconic. It says earth binding or earth is binding.
Maybe it's like something to try to prevent the worms from tunneling through there.
Mhm.
Boy,
I don't think
Chad,
it's-
that might be the smartest thing I've ever heard you say.
I don't think it's our made, meaning our companies. I don't remember anyone actually knowing Draconic.
We can try to throw a rock on that.
I'm down.
I'll do
Looks
it.
Back to you. I'm backing up. I'm backing the fuck out.
Wait.
I'm gonna
Wait.
get my bow ready again, just in
No,
case
no.
anything pops out.
We should try to see if any one of us can make the rock bounce.
I mean, if you want something to bounce, I have something a little better. I see Ashton just kind of wave his hand in the air, and I cast Magic Hand and pick up a little rock. I'm gonna use
Ready
Magic
in action.
Hand.
With my bow. Just ready to
So-
attack if anything gets summoned.
I drew my
Okay.
sword.
I'm gonna, with my Mage Hand, you see my kind of like holding my hand up like this, and the Mage Hand scoops up a rock, is kind of like just tossing it up and down, just grabs onto it. I go, so you want me to just drop it on it, or
No,
y'all
don't-
ready for this?
Oh,
Drop
you
it and
guys
then
know
see if you
how
can pick it up.
no.
runes work. I don't know this stuff.
Throw it at it. Don't. Whatever that thing
It's-
is, don't put it over there. Throw it at it.
It's just a mage hand, it'll be fine.
So I'm going to use my Mage Hand to move the rock over to the middle of the rune, and
Okay.
get my Mage Hand so I can get 30 feet off from it. So it's gonna be 30 feet away, about 5 feet high. And I'm gonna have the Mage Hand kind of just flick the rock downwards towards the trying to fudge out one of the runes on the circle.
Okay.
Oh.
So as your mage hand kind of hovers over the runes, and you kind of are taking aim over where it should, about where it should, and you release the rock, and it just kind of hits, rubs up against the circle a little bit, and kind of rolls through a couple of the runes and rolls outside the circle, but nothing happens.
Oh. Well, that's that. Ready to go out here?
Okay.
Alright. Well. Now start walking then.
We're just leaving the circle undisturbed. I kind
I'm,
of
I'm waiting for you guys to leave,
Call
and
the
I'm
group.
definitely going over to the circle.
So Sheldon is just making his last little drawings into his sketch, which you can see on the stream. His very artistic
Assistant.
And I'm gonna nudge Cotton as earlier.
You're gonna nudge me
Yeah, just quickly.
for why?
Just like kind of bump shoulders or bump elbows. You know, runic circles like this. Sometimes there's treasure on the other side.
True. You should go find out for me.
Do I hear that, Zap?
How quiet are you trying to be, Dane?
I'm kind of like turned towards his ear. I'm not necessarily screaming it out.
You can
I'm
give me a
good,
perception
but I'm
check.
chaotic good. I want some treasure too.
Oh
No, you
God,
don't
no.
No, you kind of you forgot about them. You know.
He's in a
Okay,
bad mood.
we're leaving it alone.
Annoying,
I'm going
yeah, walk
forward,
away.
and you
Yep.
kind of.
His ears are pointed the other direction.
All right,
That's
so
right,
here's the
you're keeping-
deal, Zeph.
Uh
I'm gonna approach.
huh.
However,
Uh huh.
you tell me how this can work. If something begins to like fall on top of me, I want to face step out,
Okay.
but not
So
back
you're
to
gonna
Cotton.
ri-
I want to go forward past the rune.
Okay. So you're gonna ready in action that if something falls towards you, you're going to use your face step to warp towards the back wall.
Forward. This
Well,
way.
Budme did tell you that the room dead ends, so
Oh,
you
okay,
know
so
you
yeah,
know that
I would,
the room
I would
that
warp
there is a back
yeah.
wall.
Yes.
This is why Danger die. This is why Dan die.
Take it one square at a time for me.
Okay.
Ah! By the way, your cleric is not near you. If anything happened.
Oh no, I can still see more.
Sheldon grabs
still
like
more.
this little
Yeah, I
notebook
would
out, which is like it's like a stack of little pages, and he's gonna make like one of those little flip books. So it's like an action live footage of
Live
Dane
action
trying to
death.
do
Over here,
this.
Zach.
A cartoon, yeah.
Trying to do this like a cartoon flip
Okay.
book.
I would want to face step like out, either
Okay.
this way or this way. If I notice that it's like also over there, like obviously I'm gonna go back, but okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep going.
Each side gonna be dead end like Bunmy said.
Do I see anything more now that I'm closer to the circle? Is it like glowing?
Yeah,
Does-
you can read more of it now that you're super close. You make out the kind of rough incantation of it, and it says, "To stop thine enemies, the earth is binding."
To stop thy enemies, the earth is binding.
Why you do that? I'm asking chat. What are they doing over there? They're not coming?
The earth is binding.
Do you
Alright,
say
I'm
this
just
to the
kidding.
group? Or no?
Yeah, I'll read it out as I'm walking past it. Take another step.
Oh my
Stop
God.
right there.
Okay.
All right.
Do I hear him saying it from my?
Yeah, he kind of turns towards you guys and says, he repeats the incantation that he reads around it.
From my training, do I have ever heard that phrase before, or that?
Give me
Incantation.
an history check. I know I used the
Nope.
I
appropriate
don't know.
word of "and."
Whoop. That's
Wait,
the right-
acrobat.
You've heard a
ignore
lot
that
of
one, though.
incantations in your time in your training, especially growing up early on. But because it's so natural to you, you really don't remember incantations too well unless you're actively producing the spell. So you kind of just don't remember too much. It doesn't trigger a memory for you. However, Jane, you see the entire runic circle as well as the runes themselves light up in a brilliant blue light that sheds light over like another 10 feet out and begins to glow. You need to make a strength saving check. All right. You are not bound. But you see as you kind of step into, you're standing on part of the runes themselves, just on the outer side edge of the circle, as the tree roots that are in the area seem to spring to life and start grasping at your ankles and trying to wrap around your boots to hold you in place, as thorns and barbs start to grow out onto them like spikes. And you struggle against them, but you easily kind of break them off and keep yourself poised and stop yourself from being wrapped.
I'll take another step.
Give me another strength save.
Oh no.
This time the tree roots take hold and slither up both of your legs, holding you in place, and a couple of the barbs start to dig in and really start to bite at your skin underneath your armor. You take 4 piercing damage. You break free and are able to move.
Alright, stepping out of the circle.
Okay. So as your presence
okay.
kind of steps off the runes and stuff, you see the glow fade away again.
Do I see anything? Anything around here? Any loot? Anything I can find? Checking all the
Nope.
corners.
Fucking nothing, Danger.
Nope.
Damn.
You just see some big old mushroom heads, a little bit of moss, and loose like fallen stone from the roof.
I just chuckle. I chuckle as I turn away and throw a wave up to Dane. Keep walking down the hall.
Did anyone bet on if there was stuff down here? Anyway, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How is this circle embedded into the ground? Does it look like I can disturb it with my sword, for example? Like if I want to
No, it
cut a
looks
line through
etched.
it? Okay.
It's etched.
Like into the stone of the ground?
Yeah, you would have to disrupt or break away the ground itself with either like a spell that alters terrain or something like that.
Okay.
But there is, I mean, you have plenty of movement. There's plenty of that you can go around it closer to that southern wall.
Well, yeah, I was either
You don't have to
gonna
walk back through it.
I was either gonna go against the wall or I was gonna run and jump. Well, I figured it out. But there was nothing there.
What are you doing?
You think whatever necromantic at work here, they're using that to entrap something?
No.
Why would they come into this cave?
Honestly, I think this is probably more native than that. Usually earth spells and things like that are more Feywilds. Fey creatures usually use earth spells. Thorns and whips and vines.
Ooh, kinky.
Give me a history check, Dane.
Okay. See if I remember anything of when I was younger than 5. Nope.
It is enough that you remember in some of the briefings when you first got to the wall, you were taking paying very close attention to some of the lore and the history, and you know that some of the first scouting parties would use runes and set up permanent traps as teams bunkered into areas to prevent undead from walking up on them and making sure that they can actually had places to retreat to that were semi-safe if they were getting overwhelmed. So it's probably something left over from the early days of exploration.
Good to note. So I'll quickly respond to you, Astrum. Probably either an elf or someone in a party, maybe an adventuring party from the wall a long time ago. Maybe they set up that area as like a safe area. It'd probably be a good area if we wanted to hunker down and take a rest if we run into trouble. But you can use that circle as kind of like a trap for anyone entering in or tracking us.
Alright, would also mean to keep on a lookout for more of those kind of ruins in other rooms.
This is why we got the bun me up front.
Sheldon shouts, "Someone lead the way. My ink is drying."
Y'all done?
Yeah, I'm just like grabbing my ankles and stuff as they're like kind of slightly bleeding.
Oh,
I'm okay.
what happened there?
I tripped.
You what?
I tripped.
On what?
A vine that was sticking out.
I don't remember seeing Vine.
There's vines
Yeah, you
all
saw
over.
the
Look at the
tree roots.
ground.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
you
then
saw tree roots and stuff in there.
annoyingly come over, bend down.
No, I'm fine.
As soon as he
I'm gonna
say
skip
that,
it just in case.
as soon as he say that, I'm hitting you my bunny like the rabbit feet, kick into the wound. As soon as I say he fine, I kick into it.
You're trying to hurt me?
He literally kicked your wound.
Yeah, kick into the wound when you say you're fine.
But like a rabbit
roll
kick,
the
so
hit.
it's like a...
Based on
Future-
strength.
If you
Future
don't hit,
doctor.
I'm hitting you back.
Unarmed strength or unarmed strike.
If you miss, I'm hitting you back, and it's not gonna be light. It's gonna hurt.
It's not like hitting. It's like just a tap at the wound.
Okay. You're not trying to cause further damage.
No, like I just hit it at the tap into the wound.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna do a. Can I just use my medicine kit instead of like using a spell? How does that work?
I'm not like actively bleeding. I just lost a little bit of HP. So like you see a little blood on my shin is
Yeah. So
essentially what's
so
going
if I
on.
use a medicine kit, how does that work? Because I have some.
Does that just give like proficiency to stabilize?
Yeah. There is a feat that you can take that allows you to heal somebody with a med kit or a healer's kit once per long rest per person.
Okay. Then never mind.
But natively, no. It's just used to stabilize people that are dying.
Okay. Well, after I tap it and I see it not like really severe, I'll start working at.
And I'll just toss you a carrot from the leftovers from the bundle of from the stew that I have left over still.
Oh. Well, thank you.
You said you were out of carrots.
Oh, just found one
Captain,
in
did
the
you
cave.
want to? Were you trying to look for something, or? just
Oh,
kinda
I was
cutting
continuing
ahead?
ahead, but they were still talking, so I stopped. And now apparently he ran up past me.
Oh. There you go.
Like I was continuing down while you guys were still doing the thing, but I didn't want to keep going because there was a whole role play session going on.
Come on, Chad.
Give me a perception check where you are.
Okay. I don't know. Nothing.
Oh.
Budme, you can also give me one too. Yeah, you're kind of keeping your hand to the wall, and
Yeah, that's why I kept
you
my.
can see that the path goes south and continues on ahead of you, but not much more than that. Budme, you do see that there are collapsed rocks down in here that are preventing you from going south,
Okay.
but you can see above them enough to know that that there is a open cavern area beyond them, and it kind of looks like it comes in from the other passage south back at the beginning.
Okay. Well. Well, I guess. Past these like falling rock, there's a cavern that connect to the south. The other way from the engines. So, do you guys
You
want
can
to?
also hear the moving water at this point, and it is
So-
dead ahead of you to the east.
So, do you guys want to clear out the rock, or we just take the way that Cotton going right now?
So what was
I'm just letting it
thinking back,
walk.
like what was the point of going through here? We're trying to get to the tomb.
Yeah, you know that there was that the ancient dwarves, upon first coming into the areas, built a tomb inside the caverns at some point as a place to bury their dead out on adventures as well as store goods. And that that would probably be the location that the hooded figure was using if it was actually residing within the caverns. That they were somewhere deeper in the caverns, but they didn't have a map of the layout of the caverns to know exactly. They just know that it was hanging out in the area, and if it was using this as its location, it's probably using the two.
Zeb, do I see the water from where I'm at?
Yes.
Okay.
If you could see it on the map, yes.
Okay. Well, there's a stream of water the way Cotton going right now. Should we go that
Over
way, guys?
here, and I'll point to the west.
Yeah, like straight is.
Okay. But to the south, there's a cave-in.
And it look like it's connected to the other passes that if we were to take it
I
in
think
the
our
entrance.
path is clear. I think we have to go towards the water. We could always map out the rest on the way out. We do have to meet Horus back out front.
Oh.
I'd like to not trip off any more traps.
Oh, so you did strip up the trap, not from the vine,
Yeah,
huh?
I told you that it was vines.
Not from the trap.
Absent is chuckling, and as he's doing that, he's just gonna cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Okay.
So which way are we going then?
We're gonna go the way you're going right now, Captain.
Alrighty. Just keep going. I'm just like,
I give then a side eye and then a roll eye and then I walk ahead.
Why?
I'm hugging the wall as I move.
Because I caught you saying
I didn't lie. I
or
literally
whatever.
tripped on the vines.
Hiding detail is the equivalent of lie.
Oh, look, it's water. What's the bread?
Do you see this?
So, give me perception checks as you all come up to the stream.
Bunmy sees everything.
20.
Sheldon sees nothing.
Well, he busy drawing.
Apparently, Chad sees nothing.
It's jam.
Sheldon's trying to finish his drawing, but Cotton is like right in front of him, so you just see him like trying to like lean around so that he can see what everybody's looking at.
I look really close
All
to
right.
water. Like,
So, for those of you who rolled above a 10, you notice that mixed in on the rocks, and you can kind of see it scattered over here. You can see like spines and fangs that seemed to have fallen off of purple worms, and the purplish splatters that are on the rocks appear to be dried blood from the purple worms.
Huh.
But this is a stream that is relatively deep. In most areas, there is a couple spots, for those of you with sight that can see up in this area, that is shallow enough that you can cross to the other side. But everywhere else seems to be a little too deep. Bunmy, with your roll and range of sight, to the south is a cave-in of rocks.
Yeah.
That looks impassable. And from your location, you can see how far you.
I see everything.
There. Yeah. So all the way to the north, it falls off into a waterfall up there. So the north is also impassable from you.
Can I take a tooth or a spine?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
I'll point
a
it out
couple
'cause I
that
can't
are.
see shit.
Alright, guys.
Yeah, there's as you kind of feel around and you look around, you see a couple of different spines that are loose enough in the rocks that you can take two.
Um,
I
There
added to my
no-
character sheet.
there's no way going further south of here, and then it looked like there's a waterfall up north. I mean, I do see
You
there's
can
a
also
spot. that
see. Go ahead
Oh.
and finish your statement.
I do see there's a spot where we can cross this stream right here.
Yep.
I'm
And
guessing
then
that
over
will
here,
work.
you see an entranceway to another tunnel, as well as up here. You can see the another ear markings of a tunnel.
Alright. So I'm pointing. There are two entrance to I guess two separate tunnel.
I'm gonna dip my sword and just see how far down this rock is in front of me, and keep doing that as I'm trying to cross.
From where you're at, it looks like everything's more than 15 feet deep.
Oof.
Your reach it's just outside of your reach of your longsword, and it doesn't look like you can get enough footing to cross at that spot.
Okay,
I'm-
heading back up to where Bun Me said we can cross.
I'm gonna start walking over here.
Yo.
Right here is
I'm
waiting
gonna
for
try
right?
to avoid touching the blood.
I'm gonna look at Bun Me and be like, "You want to jump on one of our shoulders?"
Huh?
How tall is Bun Me? Is he like 5 foot?
Yeah,
Aragon are like
or
3
human
feet.
size.
I'm like
Are
So
5'2".
they're normal size.
I'm 5'2".
Yeah, he's not small.
Oh, okay. I thought for whatever reason, I was processing that he was tiny.
Hey,
Nope.
I only have
No, he's
30
medium.
feet
I'm
more.
not trying to pass you. I just want to stand like on the other side so I can start crossing. So this point here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
and then same thing. I'm dipping my sword to see how far deep it goes.
Yeah. So this
I'm
like
already down
15,
here.
20 feet passage is all this like white area is shallow enough, kind of like big
And
boulders.
kind of using
that
my
have fallen
sword
from the
also to
sea.
stabilize in case I start to slip in my heavy armor.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
little like it's not rushing water, it's just kind of gently moving. And you can see that this is the source of the sound that you guys were hearing, that you heard over the water, as the water kind of bumps up and hits the boulders underneath and kind of just like goes up and over and continues on in the stream. But it's just a nice, gentle brook. It's not like a hard flowing current.
Dane is literally going to plop on the floor and begin to remove some of the plate greaves to start drying them so they don't rust out.
Oh. Oh, that
You
look
guys
like
can go ahead. I just want to make sure I don't rust my plate
Oh.
greaves.
Cotton. That look like a dead end too.
What?
That's
I
a
got
dead
one
end.
boot on.
Even the little path to the north.
Yes, it's also a dead end.
Putting it back
I mean,
on. Putting on the other.
Somewhere's got to go somewhere.
There's a
Oh,
passage. There's
okay.
another passage down here. Chad, where you going?
I feel like we can't see past all of this. There's a
Oh,
Huge rock in the way.
there's no way in this. I can see that.
I don't think I could fit down south on the water side. I think we continue west.
West.
White
It
says,
is wide enough and stable enough that you can pass through hugging the wall.
Any green glows or anything of the sorts, magic-wise, that I can perceive?
Not from
Do I
where you
see
are.
anything shiny anywhere?
Nope.
He knows what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're looking for. Nope, you don't see anything.
Do I have to do any check when I walk into here?
Give me a perception check.
10.
I'm gonna do my best to keep my back against the wall because I'm afraid I'm gonna slip into the fucking water and sink to the bottom with my heavy ass armor.
I got a 10.
As you get to about that spot, you realize that it's very secure footing. The blood soaked in is very dry. Boulders are big enough to kind of maneuver on. You've got enough room that's you're secure.
Okay.
Bunmi, you can see a bit of torchlight coming through down south, down here. It looks like that it starts to turn into worked stone,
Okay.
and you can see the faint glow of some torchlight.
Oh, would you look at that? I found some torchlight, guys. Up ahead.
Torchlight means someone must have been here relatively recently if they're still lit.
What?
Should I go investigate it? No? Okay.
Oh. Well, be my guest if you want to go ahead.
I'm gonna try to like keep quiet in the shadows.
Give me a stealth check.
23.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep moving along. I'm gonna kind of peer out through wherever this is going.
I'm gonna
Listen.
light my my pipe.
All right.
Anti-stealth,
So
well done.
everybody else is staying back while you're kind of scouting ahead a little bit.
Yeah. I'm
Alright,
just trying to
so-
get a good eye.
Well, I'm still.
I'm staying away from Sheldon as I'm lighting my pipe. By the way,
I'm still.
I'm
I'm
like trying to
still.
hide it from Sheldon.
Astom's gonna kind of backtrack a step, and about how wide is this opening between the wall where Chad is and the other side of the wall?
About 12 and a half feet.
12 and a half
like
feet.
you can be like you and Dane are just comfortable in the spaces you are, and it's not much wider than that.
So, Astrom would kind of look at Chad and go, "Hey, Chad, how about you jump on the other side of me real quick?"
Like here?
Yeah, that works. And you see Astrom take his hand and like touch the side of the wall, and I'm going to use minor illusion to have the wall kind of come out an additional 5 feet to try to give us a little more coverage in case someone comes from the direction we just came from.
Oh, that's so cool! I'm gonna put my hand through it.
It looks like your hand goes through a hologram. It's just wah 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 wah.
I'm gonna literally, and then I'm gonna take my pipe and blow smoke through it.
As it blows through, it kind of like fades into these like prism of colors, and as the light from the illusion just kind of seeps into the smoke and around the smoke as it passes right through. So, Cotton, as you peer around the corner, you see Workstone, and I'm going to bring you guys to here.
Yeah, teach me how to do that, Asher.
Should only be you that can see. Can anybody else
Correct.
see?
Nope, black screen.
All right. So, for now, this is what you guys are still in the tunnels. He has passed into some Workstone and appears to be the beginning of the tunnels, the tombs.
Do I
So
see
give me a
anything
perception
at all?
check. Give me a perception check as you come in.
Would have been better.
So you can see. Let me get on your character. So yeah, so the floor of it, you can definitely tell that the cavern is ending, and it becomes worked sandstone on the floor. The walls begin to turn into like sandstone brick. There is a torch kind of illuminating the entryway into that break, but currently you kind of see what you see. It just appears to be some worked stone at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of scope around a little to the top and the bottom just to make sure I don't see anything crazy.
So as you come across that little portal, you see where it becomes like concrete stone, and it is a sarcophagus, a stone sarcophagus that appears to still be sealed shut.
All right. I'm gonna make my way back to the group.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming back.
And then, all of a sudden, a snow bunny popped out of the snow, and we took the bow, reeled it back. Oh,
Come up.
is Cotton
come up.
back?
I'm keeping it pretty quiet. I'm not talking
my
too
God.
loud. Like, oi. Well,
What do
I
you see?
found some dead people, but they're definitely dead. At least as far as I can tell.
As in
Looks
the
like we
tomb?
got a tomb coming up here.
Oh,
Maybe-
Some sort of.
Maybe next time should just start with the tomb, because that's where we need to go.
Oi. I get it. I found a dead body. Leave me alone. I'm
Was
gonna
it-
turn around and start
Was,
walking
was,
back the other
was it
direction.
moving around?
Nope.
It's follow.
Well, then that's where we're going.
Was it well lit?
Yes.
Alex Cotton.
It looked. I mean, it seemed decently lit. I might be fucking
The-
out of my mind though. Might just be the color of the map.
He found the tomb.
Pressing
Jack.
on!
That's where we're going. Oh, that's a big ass tomb.
Uh huh.
It's not well lit. So I'll take my first step in and notice that it is quite dark still.
Yes.
So I'll turn to Bunmi. Bunmi, why don't you stay up front with me and we'll kind of, just in case. Cotton said there was dead bodies, and if they come to life, I'd rather be in the front.
I'm moving over to the sarcophagus that I found.
Hold on,
See?
hold on, guys.
Dead body.
Guys, can we? God damn it! Everybody stay still for a second.
You see Dane, just go.
How far can you guys see?
30.
Here.
I could see to this wall here.
Who see
And I
less than
point at the
60?
wall on the other side.
Who can see less than 60?
Me.
I think everyone except for you.
Everyone. You're the only one who can see far, dude.
Well, I'm just gonna use my.
And I could see whatever Chad is, wherever he is, because he's holding a torch. So if Chad
Okay.
goes south, I could see
You're
where
gonna
Chad
fucking
goes.
use it. This is gonna be a pain in the ass.
His eyes go crazy.
I'm gonna use that, but I'm gonna give. First of all, I'm gonna give to Chad because he cannot see shit. I think
Zach, what you can do is for those two, you could just literally turn off dark vision. Just give them global illumination for them
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
because they can see 20 feet anyway.
What's your wisdom modifier?
3, so I can give it 3 people.
Yeah. So who you giving it to?
Hey Sheldon, you staying back, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can only give to 2 more people. Which one of you two? Which one of you 3 wanna go to the
I
front?
like saying.
You can give it to Cotton and Astrum. I'll rely on your eyes, and I'll stay next to you.
Okay. Well,
Just
that's
hold
it.
on to
Then.
that loop, mate. Just hold
Then
on
I'll give
to
it
that
to Ashram and Cotton. So basically, you would see, so one of my eye purple. That eye just lit up in the dark, and then you see like there's all the a sparkle above your head, and there's all like sprinkle down. It's like when you see like dust and like shiny dust in the moonlight, and then you can see.
Zeph, if you edit the tokens on the map and not the ones in their character sheets, it won't save for when we go on to like the next map, or if you drag their character tokens again. Just use the ones
Yeah.
on the map.
That's what I'm doing now.
Might I recommend a buddy system? Since only 3 of us can see.
Well,
Sheldon, who do you want to buddy up with?
I will stay with Bunny.
God damn it.
Come on, Dane. Grab.
Alright,
I
I'll-
just grab
I'll
Dane
stick
and start
next.
pulling him along with me.
Yeah, I'll just. Us white-haired folk will stay together.
oh, hey Chad.
I get pretty
Hello.
blue over there then.
It might be a little bit.
The prettiest.
It might be a little bit weird that you can see in the dark now. Just roll with it, okay? No question.
Does he need to douse the torch for this effect to work?
No, because basically it's basically just a turbocharged dark vision. That instead of being able to see in pure darkness, he can also see as if it was bright in dim light. So
Okay.
whether the torch is lit or not, it doesn't matter for Bunmi's effects.
Okay.
Your dark vision only kicks in at the very darkest. You
I'm
see
gonna-
in dim light normally, but then your vision past the dim light is illuminated and is dark.
Yeah, so like right here is like still kind of dark because of the torch.
Correct.
What?
I'm gonna lean over to Dane and be like, "Hey, look, see, dead body." And I point at the sarcophagus. I'm like,
You think it's got
"Dead."
loot in there?
That's what I was thinking.
All right, listen.
Look, you could kill whatever's in there, right? You killed the other things.
Well, I got an idea, right? So if we're trying to get in here, I did a test, and my weapon doesn't take damage.
Are you gonna stab it?
No, I'm gonna try and pry it open with my weapon. It won't break.
Oh,
Get me?
That makes a lot more sense.
So yeah, so
I
what
was
is
gonna say?
what's Chad feeling now that all the darkness is now illuminated,
Yeah,
whereas
well,
it wasn't before?
Shad's a little concerned that there's a lot of these, and that like the whole thing might be a trap that activates beyond just this one we're looking at.
Oh, is there a sarcophagus in all these little corners?
There's quite a few.
Well, now that you can see, you definitely see that this one is like shattered and kind of missing.
Mhm.
But for the most part, if you see the alcove and it looks like there's a body in it, there's a sarcophagus in it.
Does
That
it
is
look like
still
we can
sealed.
open it?
And then, yeah, so we got a
Yeah,
sarcophagus.
there's a clear defining like crease where the lid ends and the basin begins. So yeah, you can kind of like use your sword as a pry bar and kind of get in there and start to loosen it.
I'm assuming it's probably heavy.
Yes,
And then-
you are going to need to give me a strength check.
Legendary weapon from the gods, used as a pry bar.
Hell yeah.
As he's doing that, the sarcophagus that's like shattered and open, I want to do an Arcana check on to see if anything magical in nature was detected in that area, or like if it was broken by magical means versus pried open.
Okay, you give me an Arcana check. Dane, you give me a strength check.
Alright.
Athletics or straight strength?
You can use athletics if
I have
you prefer.
proficiencies.
So at I see all of them doing that,
I needed it.
I'm gonna talk to Makoa, not whispering because I want to hear that. I want them to hear it. God damn it! I think this is where we're gonna die.
So as you kind of get your sword in there and you start to get it to budge, it starts to lift, but you're struggling. But it does start to lift at this point. Give me another athletics.
I'm gonna assist.
Okay. Give me athletics with advantage.
Astro, we should go look at this
I
one.
thought I had to roll. My bad.
14.
Yeah, you get it moving some more. You kind of start to get it pushed out of the way where now you can kind of use your arms to force it farther. You no longer need the pry bar to move it. But you can start one more with advantage. The 19 is great. You get enough of it kind of pushed to you can now see inside the contents, and it appears to be a dwarf that is like kind of mummified, wrapped in cloth. You see the symbol of Celeste kind of embroidered into a section of the cloth that is over the chest. The arms are crossed, and the crest is kind of sitting on where the wrists would be. And there are no signs of weapon or gear or anything. It's just the body that's wrapped.
No shinies within the sarcophagi.
Not that you can see. No.
Can I feel the two hands up top to see if there's any rings attached to the fingers?
Yeah.
You guys were worried about me stealing shit.
Give me a perception check as you kind of
doesn't
reach
mean
in and start doing a pat down on it.
The dead doesn't mean anything.
So
They're
is Jet
dead.
and Astro
21.
doing the other one right here?
Yeah. So you start
I
kind
feel
of
like
like
this one is different.
feeling around, and you
That
pat
one
down
is
the hands, and you're looking for like a ring or something, maybe a family heirloom. Everything seems to be stripped off this body. There's nothing like laid with it, like a personal possession or anything like this. Your best guess at this point is probably that these tombs are for like either fallen workers or fallen soldiers that were kind of buried because they were out, that any gear that they had was probably taken back to the fortress for another individual and reused and recycled.
They
This is
buried the
found
core
a-
on the outside. God damn
Found
it.
a broke people too.
Oh, push it. I want to
Astro.
obviously put it back afterwards. I don't want to like.
I just
leave it
walk
open.
away. I just like.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
care.
just as many strength checks as it is to push it back. I'll just keep doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you eventually get it back, and you hear the click of the lid sitting back in place.
I think
Ashram, as you look over,
Jazz and Ashram doing that one.
as you are kind of inspecting the other sarcophagus, you don't see any or feel any magical residue in the area. However, with your roll, you do see, with your new vision, you do see over in this direction that there is a faint trail of that green glow that you saw from outside the cave.
Which direction?
Down around this corner over here.
Hey guys, I'm starting to see a little glow to like the east southeast. That magical green glow that I seen earlier.
Loot.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think
loot.
we should. I don't think we should run past this guy without checking it out. I don't want that behind us.
I thought you tried to open that, Jazz.
He said shiny stuff.
Did you not try to open that? Weren't you trying to open that one?
No, we haven't been over
Nope.
there.
No.
Which direction exactly? Astro.
So going east, follow the bend down south. I see a little green glow come from that direction. The same glow I saw tracing the skeletons in, that ancient necromantic glow.
Well, I mean, we need to get through this tomb anyway. Is there any other passages down south?
Then none.
And the sarcophagi down here look exactly the same as the one we just opened?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to take a close
Yeah,
look.
they
at
all
this
look
dude.
identical on the outside.
So
Give me
no other way to
perception check.
go. Me or Chad?
Jazz, right?
Chad. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mako.
Hello.
So as you look over it,
Come here, Mako.
you see clearly it is a statue of a dwarf that has a similar remnants of Lord Byron. It is another male. You can see, like, kind of in the corner here, you see the top side of what appears to be a hammerhead. It's iconic to the hammer that Lord Byron carries. And you can see the same symbolism in the armor that the statue of the dwarf is wearing.
Maybe it's Daddy Byron.
Yeah, or granddaddy or great granddaddy Byron. Definitely looks somewhere in his lineage. The statue.
This is in fact like just stone and other materials. Though there's nothing magical
Yes.
about it.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's worked. It's well done. It's like pristinely made concrete and stone that's been chiseled and worked.
Cool. As long as it's not the big bad.
Oh, now I can move.
Where's my eyes?
Yeah, you can move now. I just wanted to take care of Astrum before you guys got too far.
Right.
Because he had
Alright,
rolled
great.
at the same time Dane was. You can keep up with them.
Oh, something's bugging out on my thing. I have to refresh it.
Oh, okay. Everybody stop where you are.
The bag. Fun, it just eats across the map.
There we go. Okay. Fine.
Alright,
Okay,
stop
we
where you are. Don't move.
You're stopping. Stop. Everyone, stop it.
I didn't say stop until he got back. I said stop where you are.
Oh,
Position yourselves in the moving order that you were going into it, because I know I dragged a couple people back. So
well.
get it with
nah.
your buddies. Get in your buddy
Hello,
system.
buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I am going to move Dane and Chad. As you all come into this area, the ground begins to shift under your feet.
Oh shit.
As two skeletons raise up from within your group and form right before your eyes. The same green iconic glow that you have all witnessed to the skeletons thus far, all raised from the sandstone below.
Finally, the
Not
welcoming
my
party.
body.
Let's get that fight music going.
Oh, not the Pokemon one.
Oh, why is this lagging? There you go.
Can you click your
Oh
token?
no, I got a 21, but I didn't click my token. Now I'm gonna roll for shit.
You can write it again. Use that one.
Yeah, you can override it.
So click your token, roll it again, and then type in your number.
Type in the box.
So yeah, hover over your number in the box. You can type in your number.
There you go.
Seth, can you give us I guess we could say right and left. I was gonna say give us colors, but
I'm getting them on there right now.
you're a man, thank you.
If you hover over the skeleton on top order,
For some reason, as you guys were doing all of your initiatives, my Roll20 decided to lag really hardcore, so it's taking
Nice.
me a moment.
if you hover
Sounds
over
like you
the
got the wraith bug.
if you hover over the turn order, it highlight the token for that.
Which one do I click to expand and not put it in chat, but just expand it?
That one.
This?
Yeah.
Some new music for the actual combat that are keeping you on your edge.
Are we gonna take a break right after this combat?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
All right.
It's
So
slightly
Chad,
low.
The white
It's-
chili's done. I want to go grab some.
The music is slightly lower. There we go. Now it's good.
All right, Chad, kick us off.
All right.
As the skeleton forms right behind you.
Yeah, it's not really my ideal setup. So I think I'm going to move around to the backside of the skeleton and then disengage. Skeleton. I'm going to disengage and back up like a good amount. I think I have 30 movement, so yeah, like
So
there.
you used 10 to get to that position and another 20. So there you go.
Yeah.
5 more skeletons pop up around him.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Budme.
I will. So, does fairy fire? It's just a radius, right? Is there maximum creature? I have to. Is that?
It affects
No, it's
everything in that
everything
radius.
with inside the area.
So even the
even
plane also do
allies.
that.
Even for allies, yep.
Oh god damn it! Okay, I will use my bonus action to. Well, that's an action. I will cast blast on 3 creature.
Who are you giving it to?
Well, the one that right next to the skeleton, the 3 you 3.
So
Astron,
Astron,
Three
Cotton,
melee
and
ash.
Jane.
yeah, the one that right next to the creature because we 10 feet away. So
All
You-
right. So you 3 have bless.
and then
Anything else on your turn?
and then I will. Can I move back without evoke opportunity attack?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're not.
Oh.
You're not in melee with anything.
So
I will-
bless is a 1d4 every time.
Yes, as long as he's maintaining
Oh.
concentration, every single roll that it affects, you get the 1d4.
That's sick.
I'm moving back here, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna say, Lilith, help your soul. Just kill them all, so I don't have to get my hand dirty. Thank
That's
you.
what we hear in our ears.
Yep. And burn me annoying voice.
For some reason, I taste carrots.
All right, Cotton, you're up.
So first thing I do is I'm gonna, since I already had sword draw, I'm gonna basically swoop around around the backside of him.
Yep.
Right, and then immediately go for an attack. Sneak attack. There we go.
Make sure you add a D4.
Oh yeah. Slash roll 1d4.
But you do have advantage because you and Danger are flanking, so 20 to hit. We'll hit.
Nice. And the damage is that.
12. All right. Anything else on your turn? I know you saw the bonus.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back with my cunning action.
You don't even need to because you got the fleet of foot, right?
Well, yeah, with my Radic, my yeah. Yep.
You don't have to use your bonus, so
What the fuck is it called? Fancy footwork.
yep.
Footsie foot. Just call it from now on. Footsie foot.
Footsie foot. Astrum.
All right, so you see Astrum kind of take out his rapier, and the rapier's tip just glows bright blue as he's thrusting it into the skeleton with booming blade.
Cantrip?
Yep.
Nice.
It's really just a straight melee attack at first, so it's a 13.
Booming blade.
1d4.
Flame blade.
Add
I added the
1d4.
+4. I did. That's the +4
Can you
there.
cast two cantrips at once?
Okay.
No, he just has his macro has both green flame blade because they do the same thing essentially. He's
It's
got
for
them
when I
both
do
tied
damage, I
in.
can just clip on it to roll damage, but the attack itself is the same.
So a 13 will hit.
Right, so that's just a basic hit. Wait a minute. My whole thing just bugged out. Alright, let me just use normally. So 13 hits, and it is 11 piercing.
All right.
And then with that, I'm also going to take a few steps backwards.
All right. He is going to get an attack of opportunity against you.
And no, he's not. Mobile feat. Since
Oh,
I
that's
attack
right,
the creature,
that's
I
right.
can take a step back
Yep. You
without
have mobile.
provoking.
Oh, you don't even have to hit him. You just have to try.
Yep. And that is
That's
my
right. All right. Sheldon.
What's the little icon on that one mean? The little black icon?
It's for my notice that he has booming blade on him.
Oh,
So
okay.
if he moves, if the skeleton moves, it's going to take damage.
turn. And as I'm taking a step back, I'm going, "Come here, skeleton. Come on, come at me." I'm kind of taunting him.
So,
Why are we the same characters?
Sheldon puts up his little map that he was drawing, pulls out another one, a clean sheet of paper, and this time puts his pins up and grabs a brush, starts vigorously painting really fast as he's casting Vicious Mockery. And
On which one?
On the red one. And
Okay.
All you see is this, like, basically there's this like guy standing there. Like, this is art kind of coming off paper, right? So there's a guy standing there, and he basically just rips off a leg bone off of a skeleton and then throws it to his dog playing fetch, and as like a way to insult him. And I'll do my, or you did the wisdom? Okay.
Yep.
So-
The skeleton succeeded,
Okay.
so he's not going to take any of the damage or have disadvantage. Doesn't appear like it affects him.
He
Just
has-
kind of. He looks back at you and just kind of ignores you. He's more interested in Astrum that just, stabbed him and then
He
walked
has
away
a,
like it was nothing.
He has a dog. But he will alive.
I'm gonna use my movement to move down here,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right. So Red's up.
Huh?
Well, since there's nothing in melee with him, He is going to take a step up to swing at Astro, so he's going
Get
to take
boomed.
that boom damage.
4 damage.
Take another 4. Okay. And then he is going to swing with his greatsword on you. 18.
So you see the skeleton as he's just about to strike on him. Astrum kind of like takes his unarmed hand and pushes at it and deflects the blade itself with shield.
Okay.
How's a shield look?
That literally when he does that, he almost like projects forward this aura that you see just kind of just straight out just deflect the blade. It's just this almost looks like this blue field. Think of it like the Jedi Star Wars movies, as he just like almost force pushes the blade to the side.
Jedi Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I think he's referring to like the Old Republic trailer where what's her name? Satele Shan just goes like this with the lightsaber, and it's just like holding it in their palm.
That's a whole different thing, but I won't go into that because I'm a fucking nerd and can talk about that shit for hours.
Why'd you roll a d20? Oh, that's right.
For his
You're
shield spell.
Yeah. All right. That's going to be Red's turn. Dane, you're up.
Finally.
Knocking in my sword, so I'm gonna whip out my my shiny sword that did not take any damage from lifting the freaking thing.
From being used as a pry bar.
Not
And the
curved or
lipstick.
anything.
And
I'm
a
gonna
lipstick.
swipe at
Pry them apart.
I'm gonna try and just go straight across the skeleton in front of me
Okay.
with a 9. But let me add my
9.
d4.
13.
That'll hit.
Yeah!
You turned that miss into a hit. That's what you needed.
Ace carrots. Damage.
Carrots.
12.
All right.
And
You do some serious damage to it, but it's still kind of standing in poised at you.
yep. So I'm just gonna bring my sword back around, hold my shield out, and kind of just step to the side a little bit. Allow Cotton to be able to just move in behind it again. Kind of goading at it. Come on, let's go. You guys got nothing. And I'm also going to turn to the group. There's only 2. Don't waste everything on these guys. Don't forget, we still got to get the cloaked figure.
Oh damn! I was gonna waste everything.
And that was my turn.
All right. On to old Blue. He's kind of
Roll Bluey.
rickety from taking that shot from you and being hit by Cotton, but he musters up the strength to lift that great sword and takes a swing at you, Dane. Maybe. If it actually loads. There it is. Okay.
Neither one hits. Neither one hits. Pink, pink.
Hey, that was me last time.
Yeah,
Pretty
so I just
damage.
pull up my shield and try and like block the attacks. I see them coming with this big strike, so
Yeah. It's
again using the weight of
telegraphing
it and just
everything.
move it to the side.
All right. Back to Chad.
All right, so first of all, I'm gonna back up even more because I'm a little bitch boy. But I have seen that people have landed some pretty, like, let's be honest, some pretty shitty attacks that have still landed. So I'm gonna shoot sharply at Red Boy down here.
Okay.
13.
13 is what you need.
21 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Loaded.
Well, I shot it very sharply, so I feel like I would like impale it and send it flying backwards.
To us?
Yeah. So
No, for me, he
As-
just goes back to nobody. Yeah.
as he takes the hit, you can see that it almost like it digs deep into in between a couple of clinks of armor and shoots right through the chest cavity into the spine with such force that you can hear it like snap the bone, and force him back, and he falls back like 10, 20 feet,
Nice.
and then just poofs into the air. And the
know
dust just kind of
skeletons can ice
resettles
skate.
onto the...
Feet life.
Is that it for your turn?
Oh yeah.
Bun me, back to you. Maintaining concentration on bless.
You guy? Oh, I have to roll.
No,
No,
I'm just
okay.
reminding you that
Okay.
you have that concentration going.
He's still alive. You guys useless. And then I point my little bunny finger at that skeleton. And then
Bunnies have fingers?
what?
Do bunnies have fingers?
The finger. My bunny finger, little finger. Just a tiny little finger. At the skeleton, and then I'm a cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wisdom
And,
saving throw.
I feel like a skeleton has very low wisdom.
Jesus.
It does.
Christ.
They're rolling so
But
well.
he's apparently
Why
a
is it
very
so low?
wise skeleton.
They were
That's a
prepared for
negative
us, that's
1,
the
and it
thing.
still rolled a 17.
Then
Yeah,
nothing happened.
So, nothing.
Yeah, boom. Nope.
You forgot to put the pin in the bell so it would actually ring. You just kind of shook a blank bell.
I was just like I was like, nothing happened. Never mind. Kill that one. I'm telling you the room.
We'll take care of it.
Oh, fast. That day my turn.
Take a look and see what's around the corner.
Nothing. That day my turn.
Okay. Back to Cotton.
Moving in. Do. I'm going for that stab.
Stibbity stab. You stab it.
Man.
Or 13.
13. How do you want to kill it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I went for a vital spot, so I went straight for the head. Just once I make the connection, the whole skull just shatters and explodes.
Very good, yeah. So your rapier bites in right into its forehead between its eyes, and you just see it just start to crack and splinter as you drive it deep, and then just kind of like a scene from the Mummy, where the Anubis creatures just kind of shatter back into sand. The skeleton does the same. It just turns to sand and green glow, and just falls to the floor and kind of mingles with the dirt on the ground.
I kind of flourish my sword through the mist as it's falling, and then bring it up and do like a duelist pose, and then kind of slash off to the right. Well, gentlemen, shall we continue?
And that is where we are going to go to our break.
Oh, I was gonna say something.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Dane's gonna put away his sword and shout out as loud as he can. Fucking necromancer! Stop playing games with us! Come out!
Oh my god, shut up!
That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
And with that, we go to break.
And with that, we're going to go. All right, welcome back. Right back to the action. Here we go. So the party just defeated 2 skeletons that popped up in their midst as they were exploring this section of the tomb.
There's a taste of
Are
carrot
we
out
on
of my mouth
wayward
now.
son? Yes.
And I screamed out.
Yes. You
But
you
no
let
response,
the
right?
rest of the tomb know you are here. Yes. But no response.
All right, Cotton. Let's go bag us a fucking hooded figure, whatever the fuck that is.
Whee! Come on, buddy. Gotta stay with me.
I'm with you.
Wait.
Oh, that was a little. You were in me.
Ooh.
Fuchsia!
Wait. What is that?
The
Just
power
empty
of
space right
Bane
here?
mixed with the stealth of Cotton.
Is that just empty space right there?
That's what you see. That's what you see. Give me a perception check.
I was gonna say, can we perception check it?
By all means.
Boop. I see
21.
shit. Fucking nothing.
21.
Well, on me, Cotton, you see the same thing. Empty space.
You dick.
Dick.
So since I saw the green aura from this direction, is that aura getting any stronger or?
No, it has stayed illuminated to you and has continued on through this branch, and travels into the next room.
What is this black thing? That danger crossover like nobody business.
It's just the shadow. It's kind of like archways above you, and that's the shadow that's being
I
cast.
was like, he just crossed over something. Like a rat trap.
Yeah. As you look on this, you see dwarven markings. You see remnants of symbols that you've seen
What-
in the fortress, on these pillars that kind of jut out in this archway. It looks to be in a script that none of you can read.
6 adventure light up, walking to the doorstep, and they all die.
We are one.
Oh, oh, that's bright.
We are one, you and I.
Why is it so bright?
He has to give us all the vision again.
Zeph, can you alt click on the map and see if it'll drag the screens over? No, it's not. It's not working. Maybe it's shift or control click. Oh, that went. That worked.
Okay,
What
I
was
did
it?
shift click on that one.
Yep. So anytime you move us over to a new map, just make sure you shift click where we are,
Yep.
because otherwise we'll see black screen. We gotta
Alright,
zoom out, zoom in.
Let me buff your visions again for those of you with buffed vision.
Woo!
Oh, it's only 1
Don't
hour.
move! Don't move in.
It's
I
only
didn't
1
say you
hour.
could move yet. You
I don't think
it's
the
been like
You let us
5
know.
minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, just making sure.
Since you activated, it's been probably roughly
You guys can't see.
15-20 minutes,
Okay.
including the combat.
I don't know if you guys can
Yeah,
see
you-
this, but my girlfriend sent me a picture of a bunny walking
Yeah.
for bun me.
Cotton and Chin.
That is a bright, glowing aura in the center.
That's what I said.
Christina joining us when?
Never. She said we're nerds.
Makoa
Um,
reaches his hand out to Chad, or sorry, Sheldon, whatever,
all right.
and shows Chad the map drawing, which looks pretty good according to the stream. And hey, Chad, what do you think of my drawing so far?
It's pretty good according to the stream.
I need those of you who can see the things in the middle.
Yeah.
Give me perception checks.
18.
19.
And a 4. He went blind.
I'm just happy you can see a bright light, okay?
Guy.
He's like, I'm blind.
Oh,
He rolled a 1. One of his eyes falls out from the spell.
So for everyone except Chad, what just popped up on the screen is there.
like we see it right now. Like
You now see it, and this is what. Oop, give me 1 sec. I did a dumb. Here it is.
Oh,
This is what you see standing behind it.
is it moving?
Behind the cart. Huh?
Like, is it moving, facing us?
It is facing your direction, and it appears that it is actively trying to hide.
What do you see, Cotton?
Is that just me, or that skeleton trying to hide from us?
There's a little skelly boy over there, hiding behind that cot down on the right.
So it is trying to hide, right?
Oi, he is.
Do we give him
That skeleton looks like the other skeletons, though. He looks different.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's trying to
so
hide.
this one looks heavily armored. Doesn't share the same green glow over its body, but you do see the same green glow in its eyes. But this is a very armored. The armor is very intact. As you kind of glimpse around the cart a little bit, you do get a glimpse that one of the feet is bare and doesn't have a boot on it. So you could probably estimate that this is one of the things that was leaving the track.
So Astrum turns to Danny and goes, "Hey, this one, he doesn't have that greenish aura glow that all the other ones had before."
He's also
This
hiding
one's
like a little
definitely
bitch after I yelled to tell him to fucking send his master out. Why don't we go say hi? Introduce ourselves.
Uh,
I'm
What?
gonna stalk off to the side to kind of hide out of sight.
Well, we
Give me
know
a
where
roll.
he is, and he doesn't seem to. He's hiding from us.
That's fine. I'm still gonna hide.
I say we surprise him and throw some shit at him. Whatever you got, throw it at him. I got my bow.
Or we could just make him identify himself.
Give me a stealth check while you're moving out there.
All right. Oof.
If he knows that we know, we can see him. He's just gonna attack. He's just trying to fucking lure us into a trap. I say we don't take the bait and we fucking throw everything at him from here. And again, I'll start taking out my bow. Very slightly. Not that I'm like making sudden movements.
It doesn't seem like he's reacting to you kind of opening out into the open like that, Wraith.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be looking your direction. He kind of scans the room every now and then, but he's intently kind of focused on where the main group is.
Once I get up to this point, I think I'm gonna.
Hold there.
Yeah.
And what are you doing while you're there?
I think I'm gonna call to him to step out.
Okay.
Right.
What is the rest of the party doing?
I'm readying an action
I'd be getting in a better
in
angle.
case we get into combat.
I can't.
Yeah,
see
you guys
shit,
figure your
so
shit
I'm
out.
just
I'm
standing
gonna-
still.
I'm not moving because if I move, all of my armor is gonna make noise. So I just have my bow,
He knows you and he sees you.
and I'm just looking. I'm watching Chad to see where he's looking because I can't see.
Mm-hmm.
And drawing my bow and aiming in that direction, wherever he's like looking.
Oh god, I'm gonna catch an arrow in the head.
I'm readying action. If he does do any hostile motion, I was going to Eldritch Blast towards him.
Okay. So you're readying an action, an Eldritch Blast. Okay. Bud me?
If I see Dan trying to pull out the ball, I'm gonna say, hey Dan, calm down a little bit.
We're in the middle of the undead. You
But
should be ready.
I'm always ready, but be smart about it.
Did I shoot the arrow?
No, you should not shoot the arrow.
You can't see. You shouldn't pull the trigger.
Sheldon, what did you say you were doing?
So what does your bow look like, Dane?
It's just a normal longbow. Actually, it looks
Longbow?
it looks old and worn, but it looks functional. Probably
Oh.
standard issue from the wall.
Sheldon just stands right next to him, takes the bow, my crossbow, right off my back, kind of looks over, and just like, go big or go home. And then I grab my arrow and I pull it up, and I'm basically sizing him up to his wimpy little bow that he has. And I can't see shit because I have no vision, but I can see what he's pointing his bow towards, so I just kind of like lean up and try to line up with his shot in the general direction into darkness that I can't see, and I'm like, let me at him.
Whoa,
Okay.
big guy.
This
And,
is
I'm
how
a-
I die.
I'm gonna tell them, but I was like, you two can't see that far away. Just hold your fire, you dumbass. And then I'd say, if anybody can shoot, let Jack do it. And then I step in front of them, just like try to cover their line of sight. But I can't stay in the middle, so.
Cotton, back to you.
So I look over from my point at this point. I kind of step out of the shadow and I'm like, "Oi, Skelly boy! Step out and identify yourself."
With that, you see him raise up a massive crossbow, looks you dead in the eyes, and just ba-dunk, and releases an arrow at you.
At which direction?
At Captain,
Oh my
because
god, Dave. Really? You have disadvantage on this and you still roll an 18?
I never took the bless off, so I crit. The
A
Eldritch
crit!
Alright. So we're gonna do the skeletons, because the skeleton's firing first. That's what's gonna set off your guys' ready
Everyone's
action.
like, everyone opens fire and he's like,
But I can almost guarantee a 5's not gonna hit you, right,
No.
Cotton?
no.
Okay. Yeah, so this big old bolt from this heavy crossbow comes whizzing past you, clearly misses, like, you kind of startled him probably, and with that, he just kind of drops the crossbow and starts to draw the sword as your guys' ready to action goes off. We'll start with the first roll with Dane. Go ahead, and you have disadvantage because you can't see it. You're just kind of going off of Chad's direction and everything, but you still roll an 18 to hit. This will hit the target, so go ahead and roll me damage.
I am adding on a tripping attack. Is it melee only? No. Right? For maneuvers?
It'll tell you in the maneuver.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack.
So yeah, you can trip with a bow because you're hit it.
Shooting them in the knee.
Yeah.
Alright, let me turn that on. And roll damage. Bam!
16.
16 damage. And DC is 8 plus 5, 13. Strength. God damn it.
He's
He's
fine.
not tripped. But 13 piercing damage.
His kneecap caught that like a champ and he just stared at you like you're a oh shit.
All right, so
Yeah, and then I'll roll my initiative. Since I already did my thing.
Now we have to
and
roll
then
this, right?
we are going into Astrum, your Eldritch Blast. You crit. So with spells, I do still roll on my crit table. Spells use the blunt table because it's just kind of a force of nature, force of energy that's hitting them. There's no piercing or slashing amongst them. So let's do that. You are going to get 3 times damage. And it has to save versus a dex save. And it will.
Wow, just made it too.
Just made it.
But
Trying to
3
trip
times,
it.
3 times damage though.
But
Jesus.
so your thing is already rolling 2, so you're going to also roll another 1d10
Yep,
in addition to that.
So that was 10 plus 5 plus additional 1d10.
Yep.
Plus 2.
17.
So 17.
17.
All right. So it's looking a little worse for wear at this point, as your barrage of hits come streaming over the cart and landing into it. On to Bubs' readied action. Bubs, you rolled a 13 to hit, and that
I
will
think we
miss.
need to hold up on the initiative rolls until you are. Oh, I guess they are filling in, right?
Yeah, they're filling in. So your arrow's going to miss, Chad, but go ahead and roll me initiative.
Oh, wait, so
I'm ready to try that again.
I'm gonna. I haven't fired mine yet, so.
Yep. So go ahead and fire yours. A 14. You do have disadvantage as well because you can't see it. So you just kind of see the bolts and arrows of Dane and Chad kind of going into the darkness, and you're trying to line up your shot in the same manner, and you.
I'm covering him, by the way.
Just a brief second later, you hear the thud as it embeds into the side of wood as it streams off and hits the cart with your 5 to hit. But go ahead and roll me initiative.
Damn it, Bunny! You got in my way.
Well, you better. You wish. Well,
Double disadvantage because Bunby's actively trying to stop us.
He's lucky he didn't roll a 1 because Bunny was getting hit.
Damn! Look at these initiatives.
well, I guess I'll roll
And then
it.
there's my 10.
Wait, do you make that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
He
We all
rolled a
go
5.
before him.
However, Bunny, I will go ahead and give you
God damn.
an action before we actually go into the turn order. If there's something you want to do, you see them all start, some magic streaming off into the darkness towards the skeleton. You see the arrows and bolts, and you see Sheldon's bolt, slam into the side of the cart. What do you do in response to them? You have one action.
God damn it, guys! And I'm gonna try to yell at the skeleton. I'm gonna ask, why are you hiding? Why are you different from the other skeleton? If it's, do I get a response for that?
Nope, it doesn't seem to respond to your call out.
Well, then I'll just told her
Oh,
that.
I'm gonna look at Bunby and be like, "Do you see vocal cords? Is it not a full skeleton? Because I don't see it."
Then I just point my little bunny finger again. That thing.
Alright, Toll the Dead. It is going to make a wisdom, and it is going to fail. It is not
Fail.
full, so
Double
it takes
damage.
1d12.
Oh well. Oh, I don't have it on here, so I have to roll it myself.
So it's slash 1d12. Does he get plus?
Nope, it's just a straight 1d12.
Yeah.
So 3 more.
Basically, it's just here. Yeah, just the belt inside the head. You guys
Alright,
don't see anything. You guys just see me point the finger, and it just take damage basically.
It puts him in a
So-
bad mood.
For Chad and Bunmi and Cotton and Astrum, actually, I guess you see this as well. Astrum, your Eldritch Blast seemed to do full damage. It hit him as you would expect. But Cotton, you noticed, and everybody noticed that the arrows that hit, or the arrow that hit, didn't seem to do as much damage upon impact as what you have seen from the other skeletons. And you also notice that the arrow shattered upon impact. It didn't embed, it didn't glance off, it shattered upon impact.
Did I hit him?
I can't really call that out until my turn, though, right? Or can
I mean, you can respond as they all hit you. Yeah, you can.
Wait, I guess
you won't get a
Right.
response from everybody. You can call it out.
Hey, boys! I think you need to try a different method.
I guess
One of the arrows exploded when it hit him.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, my toll the dead only 60 feet away. I guess I have to move up before I do that, right?
And then
Should be fine. Don't worry about it.
That's my turn
Alright,
again.
GM
Oh,
danger.
shit.
We both missed, so it's
Oh,
Oh, kind of looks like he's in fun.
oh.
If the DM misses it, it already happened.
You're not wrong.
The captain, the
So
Cotton see that or
Cotton, oh yes, yeah, Cotton is very aware as this goes on before the turn order. Two skeletons basically got the jump on you. As you entered the room, two more were on the other side of the cart, and while you were focused on the one you could see, they wrapped around you, behind you. They weren't able to attack, but they were able to get up to you and reveal themselves. And they
They're on
joining the
Cotton's
fray.
back.
They are standing next to Cotton. Yes.
Okay. Not worried about that. Cotton can get the fuck out. GTFO.
And that will take us to turn order. Bun me. Bring us on.
Bun, 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 bun.
Hey, Cotton. Look like you
Ah.
dropped by two behind ya.
Oi, I see that.
I will move forward. Wait, hold on. Let me cast first before I move. I will. Well, I will cast another blast, I guess. On.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Wait, you say bow of jet and then arrow shadow, right? Not.
Yeah,
Bow
the
down.
arrows. Yeah, the arrows. All of the arrows. Well, the bolt didn't because it hit the cart. It didn't hit the skeleton. And Chad's missed the skeleton and kind of went flying over it. But Dane's hit exploded and just shattered the arrow and didn't stick in him.
Alright.
But it did seem that Astrom's magic bolt did fall.
Alright, so well, I can only cast 30 feet away, so I'm gonna give it to D3 Chad, Astrom, and Dan. Just hear me crunching. Just
These carrots again, god damn it.
yeah, just like crunching voice on carrot and say, "Well, do your damn job again, guys." And then I'm gonna step up, and then right there, 30 feet, and that's the end of my turn.
My turn?
Yes, we are on to you.
Alright, I'm going to open with the bonus action, cunning action to move over here. To disengage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack green here. Immediately. With a 20.
20 will hit.
So I got 15 damage in.
And yeah, so your rapier, as it bites in, doesn't seem like it does the full amount. It's not as quite of a strong of a hit as you'd anticipate.
Does that include the sneak attack damage?
And
It only affects the piercing. If it's pierce resistance, right?
yeah, it's only doing. Yeah, it only reduces the damage from the weapon. The bonus damage is full.
I never knew that. Like, I didn't know if sneak attack is like separate damage type.
So it's own
Sneak
damage.
damage.
It's all part of the weapon, but it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get reduced with the weapon
the
damage.
sneak bypass resistances.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's just the raw damage from the weapon itself. However, you do notice that your rapier seems to take some significant damage from the hit.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Not great.
What damage type is daggers?
Piercing.
They're
Piercing.
piercing as well.
Okay. Well, I'm just fucked.
I got you.
Um,
Don't worry. If you tell me.
And then I'm going to use my fancy footwork to take a couple steps back.
Okay.
And kind of disengage from that area of death that I was standing in seconds ago.
And on to Chad.
All right, so seeing as the arrow itself seems to be a little less useful in this fight, I'm going to shoot an arrow at green guy.
Okay.
16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
All right, so then I wanted to apply my bursting arrow. Oh, that rolled poorly. But it's force damage to him and other things within 10 feet, which is blue as well.
Well, yep, blue will take the 4 from force. Then green will take the brunt of the arrow. And again, the arrow shatters on impact, but you definitely notice that the magic bites in and dents his armor and does more than the arrow itself did.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn?
No, I think I'm good with where I am.
Okay. On to old blue. He's just going to kind of wander forward and chase after Cotton. He is going to draw as he's kind of shambling forward towards you and clanking along. He draws out a long sword from its scabbard on his side. 13.
Does a
You're on
miss?
mute.
It's a miss.
Okay.
Miss.
He
Sorry, I was still eating my
goes-
food and I didn't want to be like in the mic.
And that's it for its turn. Sheldon.
Quick question also before Sheldon goes. Did Cotton take the dodge action on his cunning action?
No, he took disengage,
Disengage.
so he didn't.
Oh, okay.
Because I think fancy footwork it's basically mobile. You have to attack to get fancy footwork, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I had
You
to use my
basically
bonus action to get myself in a position to where I could use my rakish and my fancy. So
All right, ready?
So, Sheldon.
I'm going to use 30 movement. So I can actually see something. There we go. There's 2 of them. And I'm going to use a new ability.
Well, that's actually 3.
ooh,
I only see 2.
Okay.
yeah, Harry.
And I'm going to quickly start sketching, and you guys see tons of these little lights coming off my paper with little wings, and they swarm around the area where those 2 skeletons, blue and green, are as I cast Fairy Fire,
Where are you casting it?
which is going to... You can put it in the middle where it's kind of clipping.
It's
them,
20 feet.
So it has a 20-foot cube. So I want to clip them without hitting Cotton.
Yeah, you can easily position the cube so Cotton's not in range. But it is a dex save, I believe. Should save against it? Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Danger, if you hold shift, it actually says
Blue
save the arrow.
fails. And so does green. Both fail.
So we
So
now
both
have
are-
advantage on them now.
Yep. So both of them have fairy fire on them.
And then I am gonna end my turn right here.
It doesn't stay in the air, it just hits them and then disappears.
Yeah. They
Which
just-
marks.
Yeah. Yeah, but he has to concentrate on them to keep them illuminated. If he drops concentration, then the advantage goes away. But Dane, up to you.
Alright, so I'm going to move my 30 movement to here. And very quickly, I'm going to ask Cotton.
Eh?
Quickly, longbow or short sword?
Short sword. Definitely short sword.
I'm gonna drop my extra short sword that I have attached to my back on the ground, and I'm going to face step next to this green one, and it has to make a wisdom check. DC 13.
Yeah, it fails.
And I'm going to... It is now charmed. And I'm going to ask it to point in the direction of the hooded figure that summoned him.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw my longsword and shield and just be ready for next action because I don't want to break my charm. It lasts 1 minute. I've got this one sedated. Take out the rest.
1 second here. Bloop. There's a sword in that square.
Oh, that's long.
So I used the autumn one.
Yep.
Oh, 10 feet. I'll ask the blue one too.
Okay.
Oh, the blue one has to make a wisdom save too.
He will also fail, so he is
Nice.
also charmed by you.
But if you guys deal any damage, it's gonna break it. So
That's fine. Now I can just saunter over here, scoop up the sword.
well, he's friendly to me.
It's true. He's friendly to you, and you didn't ask him to not. You know, your word was.
Yes.
Your
I
suggestion
want to know
was where's
figure is.
his master. So you unless you disengage, you'll still take the opportunity attack because it's not friendly to you, but friendly to Dane.
I mean, why would I not
Like-
disengage?
Right? Yeah. Like I mean, it's you. You're probably going to disengage. Just saying.
I'm a rogue.
So at the end of Dane's turn, it comes to Green's turn.
Help me, Green. Where is he?
He just kind of shambly points back behind him, back deeper into the darkness,
Which direction?
to the east, into the darkness.
So that's west, east. So this way, directly east.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he just kind of points like this direction.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're gonna hear in Dan's head, it's gonna be a voice. Kill them, kill them, kill them.
And then, so it points from your suggestion. And then he's going to shamble
My
away
eyes
from
are
you.
fucking glowing amber right now.
You are going to get an attack of opportunity against him if you want.
If he's moving towards my companions and he already gave me the answer, then yes.
Yes, yeah, he pointed before you started moving, but he is moving away from you towards your companion.
I'm sorry, my friends, but I can't let you move forward.
A
Yeah,
12
you
will
can.
not hit.
You
Yeah,
bless,
you can.
you bless.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
rolling,
you
I'm
get
rolling
your-
my 1d4.
Yep.
13.
Oh, I didn't
A
roll my
13
one.
does not hit.
Okay. I didn't really want to hit him anyway. He's my friend.
But he is going to attack your other friend. 24 to
That
hit.
is-
Oh no, he got.
That's-
Oh, never mind. Okay, no.
Oh, I can wait. Can I? No, it's not for defense rolls. Bless isn't. Never mind.
No. It is for saving throws if you had to make a saving
Yeah.
throw, but
That was the. Yeah, I was thinking it was defensive. Too. I was
but
like,
you
oh,
are
yeah.
going to take 6 damage.
6?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I have an advantage, but it didn't matter. It was 12 and 8. For fairy fire.
Yeah, it didn't matter either way. 12 was your highest.
Yep.
Okay.
So 6 damage to you, and that's going to end its turn. Astrum.
So I am going to go ahead and move up here. And as everyone seems to be focusing on those two, even though he does have Fairy Fire, I'm going to go ahead and continue Eldritch Blasting the red one on the bottom.
Okay.
With a 9.
9 does not hit.
You
You
have
bless.
advantage.
You bless.
You have advantage.
No,
No,
he
he doesn't.
doesn't.
No, I don't.
Oh, you didn't hit the green one?
No,
he,
he hit a red
he
one.
was aiming at red.
He picks
Yeah.
the one
I
target.
should have gone to the other ones, but
Well-
whatever.
In his head, he gonna hear, kill him. kill him.
Well, even with the bless, it's 13 will miss.
Yeah. No, the bless is the +2. So that
Oh,
is
yeah,
the end of my turn.
Okay. Now it is the red one's turn. Gonna shamble up to here.
Bless my character, so it just doesn't.
And then he's going to use his action to dash, and he's going to come up to bun me. And that's going to end his turn. And back to the top of the round, bun me.
How do I add bless to my rolls automatically, like that?
I don't know.
Or is that a macro?
Probably
No,
a
it's not
macro.
a macro. Well, it's sort of. You have to click on the gear next to where it says spells. Click on the checkbox that says show global attack modifier field, and then just type in bless 1d4, and then put the checkbox on it.
He wants it for his weapon attacks, though.
Yeah.
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 Never,
Yeah,
it's fine.
There's a separate modifier for both weapon rolls, damage rolls, and global damage rolls.
But you don't have
I'll figure that
bless
out
right
for
now.
future.
You don't have bless right now, by the way. So just make
Wait,
sure.
did mine go away?
No, I only
You
put
give
Put
it
on
to
Cast
Dane,
Blast.
Astrum, and Chad.
because
Oh, okay,
it's the
good.
closest to me. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were too far away from him when he cast it.
Got it. Got it.
Alright, I will sit next to me. I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
As a
Oh,
bonus
we-
action. Oh wait, what?
That's
That's a roll.
what, second or third perfect roll?
That's a crit.
Does it have to roll anything? Wait, what?
It's
You
just
did
a
already.
now, isn't it?
What is your weapon of choice for? What does your spiritual weapon look like?
So it's gonna be you're gonna see me hold out my chakram, and then I just like tap on it with my left hand, and then it's like the spiritual weapon, like just like a twin of my chakram. Just like multiply the chakram. So
Okay.
So that was his attack roll against the thing.
I was expecting a spirit carrot.
I don't
When you
think you
cast
need
a
to roll
spell,
for
you can
something.
make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Yeah.
And then you use your bonus actions to move it around each turn.
And
So-
part of that bonus
Don't
action to
move
move it, you.
If you don't move it as a bonus action, you can also attack for a second time.
So does that attack roll hit that one though?
Oh yeah. You
Yes.
you hit it. And
Let me
it is
roll.
considered a spell, so it's going to go on the blunt table.
He's not broken. He doesn't have a nose.
Roll a d6.
6.
3. So yeah, so like while it doesn't have cartilage and a nose per se anymore, as a spiritual weapon hits it, it does hit it in the head, and it just kind of shatters what would be its nasal cavity, and just kind of like splinters and caves in the area around where his nose would be. But it is double damage, so go ahead and roll damage.
Wait, do I just click? I don't have
you,
that.
you just
Yeah,
click
just
that.
click- just
Highlight
click the-
green.
Oh, no.
Cancel.
Spirit weapon in the chat. There you go.
So 12 damage.
And then I will use my action to hit it again with my jackram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
A 10 is going to miss.
Would it
did
be?
look
It's
like
a ranged weapon, but it melees it at disadvantage.
No,
Well, it doesn't matter because it missed.
No, because the way I made his chakram is based off of the hand axe, which can be thrown or meleeed, so he can do either with it.
Yeah.
It's basically a reflavored hand axe.
That end of my turn.
You'll just have to let me know. I'll work on getting a character sheet for your spiritual weapon,
Okay.
as well as mage hand for Astrum, so you guys can actually bring it out on the field and move it yourselves.
Okay.
You can pull out like anything at the moment, and then just
Yeah,
give
I
him
have something in it.
access.
How
I
do
don't
give
see
him
it.
access to it.
I don't see anything on the battlefield. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
It's behind red. But how do
So
I give him access
right
to
click
it?
on it, and then assign to bun me. So
Yeah,
yeah, click on the I think it's like the cogwheel.
Oh, controlled by. Okay.
Yep, there you go.
But
Hey,
there you
I
go.
can
So now
move
you
it.
should be able to move
Yeah.
the chakram now.
Nice.
So it did look like the chakram, your spiritual weapon, hit it with full force.
Nice hit on me.
Well,
On
thank
to
you.
Cotton.
I'm
Yeah.
Cotton. So I'm gonna obviously sheath my rapier, and I'm gonna use a cutting action to disengage over here. Use my action to scoop up the sword. So that was 5, 10, and then 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna sit right here.
My God.
All right.
You can add short sword to your character sheet. Go into the eye at the top and type in short sword, and then you should be able to click and drag it right into your character sheet. Just make sure your character sheet's not popped out.
Yeah, my character sheet's always popped out. My character sheet is literally on a whole different computer. But I can do that.
I can add it. Here, one sec.
I got it. I'm a big boy.
Just type sword for some reason. Oh, short sword is one word. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Sword.
All right. Well, he adds short sword. Chad, you're up.
Oh, somebody else added short sword too.
Is it
May have already been on your character sheet. We may not have removed it from character creation.
You know, because I had dagger rapier.
If it was in your inventory still, and you added short sword
No,
again, it probably added it twice.
It probably
It's no big deal.
it did.
Just make sure you
That's-
check off for dex instead of strength.
Yeah, it's already set for dex.
Yep, you should be good.
Oops. Wait, that's piercing damage too. What the shit, man?
Well, I just don't want you to break
Sorry.
your rapier.
Go on, Chad.
the spiritual weapon? It can't be like targeted or damaged or anything, right? It's just kind of like outside of combat.
It's just kind of out, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then for a 10-foot radius, which squares would you include on that?
So radius is from the center point out to one direction. So
yeah, I
like,
guess in the diagonal.
you know, if you chose this one, you know, you'd hit him, you'd hit this, you'd get all three if you chose this square. Can y'all put your arrows away, please? Thank you. This square. Oh shit. Yeah, this one right here that my marker's on, right in between red and green.
Yeah,
Would
so
include everybody.
right, friendly fire is a problem too, though. If I shot green,
Yeah, but if you shot the square right underneath, well, I guess you'd go. Yeah, so if you went right behind green in this square, you'd
I
hit
need to
everybody.
shoot a target too. It's like an effect on the arrow. But if I shot green, would it
If
hit
you
Dane
shot
and Bundy?
green-
Or is that like, you know,
It would
10
hit
to-
Dane, but not. Yeah, it would hit both. Hitting green would hit both.
All right, I won't AOE half the team then. I think, is it fair to say that the red's the most worst for wear out of the skeletons?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna work
Oh.
on red then. Ugh, 12.
You do have bless on you right now,
Bless.
though.
Oh, that's true.
So D4. Hey,
14.
Still not quite enough.
Jesus Christ!
The Jeebus bow has failed again.
It has. I'm gonna back up just like a little bit more though, just because that's
Okay.
why not?
On to Blue. This is his first turn since being charmed by Dane. So he also points in the same direction that Green told you. He points over to this area in the darkness towards where his master is.
Yeah, I'll just give him a nod.
But he decides to move, shamble in towards the nearest target in the group, and that is Astrum. He brandishes his longsword towards you, and he swings it with one hand. A 14.
But the
That
other
is a miss.
And that will end his turn. Sheldon.
So I'm going to move. We'll move down here. Here. And I look at the red one and start writing sentences on my paper as I cast Vicious Mockery. And you just see these words start floating out towards them, saying, "Oh, what's wrong with your face? Oh, it's just your face." And I'll cast that. Wisdom.
Going to fail his save.
Failed the save, so he has disadvantage on attacks.
and he takes
And he takes 1d4.
4 damage. Should roll 1d4. Slash. There you go.
He will take 3 more.
Is that 4 damage? I mean, does it look like...
It. Well, I mean, being psychic damage, you really don't get this. You don't get too much
No.
of, what it does to him.
Okay.
But it does, like, his eyes flicker, and you can see that the spell has taken hold and does something. But being psychic damage, you don't really see the effects immediately.
Okay.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's in.
Dane.
All right, so Dane's gonna run up. He's gonna look at the skeleton in green, or the green skeleton, and he's gonna say, "Can you run over to the master and let him know that we're here, my friend?" And then I'm gonna attack the red one.
Okay.
Kabam!
An 18 will hit.
Fighting style, no superiority dice. Oof. 6. Magical weapon.
It does appear that your weapon bites in and does full effect.
Yeah. No nicks on my weapon. So again, as I'm swinging, I would assume, since this technically has like a magical property to it, and there's no resistance, I would think that instead of like the runes popping up, maybe just the dragon eyes will glow as I'm striking, indicating that it's full damage rather than being resistant.
Yeah, so as you're fighting with it and not critting and the runes aren't activating, the eyes and the dragon head still glow when it's out of its sheath being branded.
And that's it for my turn. I'm going to stand in between the red and green. If the green tries to leave, I will let it, though.
Okay.
Just a heads up. Meaning go to the east, and if it goes west, I will attack it.
Okay. It does kind of looks at you for a brief second as you attacked its friend, but he's like, it just kind of cocks his head momentarily, and he starts to move back.
Let's go!
And that's where he'll end his turn.
Oh boy.
Astrum.
So this is when we get the big bad evil guy coming out when we still have 3 mobs on the field. Got it.
He only
So
moved.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm looking straight at that blue guy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and booming blade at him with a 12. Crud. With a 12.
You also have bless.
The bless is the +3. It was a 9.
Oh, that's right.
Normal roll.
So, 12 is gonna miss.
Alright, and I'm just gonna kind of look at him and go, "Come on, big guy," and take a step back here. And I will end my
You're
turn.
going to invoke an attack of opportunity from him.
No, I will not.
Oh no, because you're mobile.
I am mobile.
I can't hit you.
You cannot hit me, sir.
Wait,
Hey, at least you hit me. Fuck.
wait. So you say 15 will miss, right?
He rolled a 12.
But he
Roll
has
12.
Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah, you have
you're
advantage.
correct, I do. I do
Yeah,
advantage.
no, 15 will hit.
Alright. And that is 11 slashing.
11 slashing. And you used Booming Blade, right?
I use Booming Blade, correct.
Okay.
I'm not level 5 yet, that's why I was saying Zero Thunder, but that's my basic slash.
Yeah, it's still slashing damage
It's still
until the
basic
moving blade
slashing,
goes
yeah,
off.
It's still the
that's
basic
right.
slash
So,
of the 11.
so as your bite goes in, you notice that it doesn't quite do its full effect, and a giant nick comes out of your rapier as you pierce in.
Oh no!
You look to you can definitely tell that it's starting to take wear, and too many hits will probably start to affect its functionality in combat.
Oh boy. And with
But then
that-
do you still want to move?
I am still gonna move, correct.
Okay. So back
Actually,
to there.
seeing that, I will move back even further.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
You have an extra 10 feet now.
Yeah, I have 40 feet movement.
And we are to red. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Dan, you're a 1, Bunmy, you're a 2. To Dane, red one is going to attack you back. This time he is going to grasp his longsword with both hands and over
Bring it!
16.
Yes.
He has disadvantage.
Oh
He
yeah.
does have disadvantage.
So he a crit. Crit fail, right?
Crit fail.
Yep.
That's a crit
Wait.
fail.
Yeah. So crit fail.
Wait, hold on. We have advantage. He doesn't have disadvantage.
No,
He has
vicious mockery.
disadvantage from
I vicious mockery.
Yeah, it's a different spell.
Ah.
So
I'm not doing
he's
anything, by the way.
going to-
No Battlemaster stuff. I'm saving my shit.
He does not hit himself, but his sword digs into the ground and causes
Oh my-
him to he overswings past you and almost clips his own leg as it just stops short into the ground.
Oh, watch your feet there, my friend.
And that will end his turn. Bunmy.
Alright, so instead of using my Jokram this time, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. Oh, wait. Why doesn't it come out? Wait, if I cast a spell within 5 feet, do it disadvantage, right?
It's a dex save, so
If it has an attack roll, yes, it will be disadvantaged. But because
It's
Sacred
not a
Flame
attack roll.
causes a saving throw to do its damage,
Yeah.
it will not.
Alright. So it's like a from my hand.
But he's
Oh,
going
never
to-
mind. It's safe anyway. Never mind. Doesn't have to explain it. Okay.
that was a nice
How
shot.
does your Sacred Flame look? I mean, as
Okay,
what happens? Yeah, it
so-
doesn't do damage, but how does it look?
Basically, I put my hand out, and then there are two fire. Like the spirit fire looking thing. It's like it's blue color, and it just combine into a bigger one, and then I throw it at the skeleton.
Okay.
But it
And
doesn't.
do you want to do anything for your bonus action?
Yes, I'm gonna use my spirit weapon to hit the red one again. I believe it's only one hit, right? Not two hit. Yeah, it's only
Yeah, it's just one swing.
one swing.
Mm-hmm. 21 will hit.
11.
For 11 forest. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Patton, we're up to you.
Did that blue
So
one
this
chase
guy-
you around?
This blue guy's got all kinds of stuff going on with him. I'm gonna move up on him.
Chlamydia. Gonorrhea.
I'm gonna stab him with that short sword
Okay.
with sneak attack.
Advantage too.
You do have advantage because of fairy fire.
So that's a fucking hit.
So that's
23.
a 23. That'll hit.
Oh, so he's not charm anymore.
8 damage.
He does lose his charm. He is going to take 10 from that. And so, same thing with your rapier. As the sword bites in, a nice crack starts to form on the edge, and it doesn't look like it should have done as much damage as it didn't do as much damage as it should have.
Okay.
But the short sword does look like it takes a beating biting into it.
4. There we go. I'm gonna move all the way over here.
Okay.
I'm like, I already got hit. I'm not getting hit again.
You're gonna make a full lap, sir.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Chad.
Gonna run around like a special kid.
All right, Chad's feeling a little exposed, so he's actually going to reposition down to here,
It's both.
and he's going to shoot at red again. Try to shoot red down.
All right.
Please don't be exposed.
Please don't crit fail.
He's just got. He's just
Do
got
not
his-
have advantage on red because it does not have fairy fire. But that is a 9.
Not even in the same zip code.
With bless, you're only going to get to a 13, which is
Not
still
gonna
going to.
happen.
So, yep. So another miss from Chad. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll do it.
Swapping out the dice.
That'll do,
on to
pig.
on to
That'll
Blue's
do.
turn. He looks over at Dane and he sees that Dane is standing next to this white fluffy bunny, and he thinks that Dane is on his side and his friend, and he thinks
He's no longer
"You know
charmed."
what? Oh, that's right, he's not. And he's like, "No, fuck you.
Charm
You
you.
charmed me, sir."
That was the wrong button. I wanted to do.
He gets
64
booming
damage
bladed,
booming
yeah.
blade.
Yeah, he does take the full 4 damage from Booming Blade.
Boom. Yeah, how does that look? I don't think you explained booming blade to us.
No,
Nope.
so when Astrum charges up his booming blade and he thrusts in his sword into the skeleton, you see like this bluish aura kind of like go in and just get absorbed into his skin. And then the moment that he starts to take a step, a giant lightning bolt just crackles down from above and just slaps right at him.
Dick.
But his 8 misses.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit Dane. Darn. Sheldon!
Sheldon still has his eyes over at Mr. Red Skeleton, and he's kind of disgusted at the face. You know, his face got blown in, busted in, nose and everything. And you just hear Sheldon yell, "You are so ugly! When you were born, they had to get a cleric to cast resurrection after your mother saw your face." And cast Vicious Mockery again.
What was that?
He fails his
It's
wisdom.
insults. So he is disadvantage on attack again, and I'll do
Disadvantage.
24.
Nice.
Oh,
So how does your vicious mockery kill him?
Oh my god.
die from a shame.
He just melts in shame.
Falls on his own
Yeah.
sword.
So-
You fall off.
The Vicious Mockery gets, you know, it finally gets to him after 2 major insults. He's very ashamed of his poor, unworthy existence of what he calls life, and he just you see what looks like tears, but it's just these like juices running out of his eyes because he doesn't have tears, and he falls down and dies from disappointment.
So yeah, so as you look on, you see where his tear ducts should be just cracks start to form, like his skull just starts to cry in dust and you know, crackle where tears would be normally falling, and as he starts to fall and collapse onto the ground, he just kind of looks at you with his head tilted, and you hear in common this broken like mutter of "Me not ask to be here," and he just crumbles.
Oh, never seen that before.
But he does stick around. The body does not dissipate.
Interesting.
Anything else on your turn?
I will move here, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Dane, we're on to you.
So Dane was going in for a strike on the red one, and then just sees it collapse to the floor. Watches it for a second. It doesn't disappear. And I'm just going to turn the sword around and do a back thrust into the blue one.
Okay. Give me that attack roll.
And that's
It does have fairy fire, so that is a
damage,
crit.
so that's a crit.
And that is, you are what, slashing damage with that weapon?
I am slashing damage with the weapon. Let's
That's just a
go.
normal times 2.
Okay. And my sword begins to glow in an amber color. And the creature will take an automatic 5 lightning damage, I think it is. I'll tell you right now. Let's see.
I think I don't remember.
Fall is lightning, yeah. So a crackle of lightning will just shoot out, just like Astrom's. Just shoot out and shoot right through the skull of this thing as my sword crunches through. And deals 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage total.
Awesome.
And I'll pull it out, look at the sword really quick, see all the blue glow start to fade away. Huh, it happened again. Whip it around and face this thing.
Yeah, it definitely like reacts to the hit, and you hear as the lightning crackles through the skull and pierces, kind of bounces around all the metal and kind of seizes up what muscle tissue it does have in its bone, and then it kind of just jitters in place as you then, you know, steal your weapon back out of it and reset yourself. And he finally kind of starts to move and crink and, you know, gathers his longsword back and kind of returns to his fighting position. Does look worse for wear and not too steady on his feet, but is still standing. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna tell him to come on.
And
Let's
then
go.
Continue to goad. All right. And we are on to Green. Green, still being charmed by you, is still taking that last order you gave and kind of wants to go say hi to the master and announce your arrival.
It's got 3 more turns of that.
Yep.
If you want to count out the feet for yourself. So I'll probably be like 90 feet if it's only using its normal movement.
Yeah, it's not using any extra. You didn't instill haste in your request, so he's just using his normal movement.
Yeah, I wanted to give us
He
as much
does.
time as possible to finish these guys off first.
So, but yeah, he does move another 30 into the darkness and ends his turn there. Astrom.
Great. So I am just gonna Eldritch Blast over at that blue here with a 1923.
Fairy fire, you get advantage.
Fairy
So
Fire's gonna get
23,
advantage.
27 hits. Both hit, but why not hit
6.
better?
Yeah, why not?
I don't like a man.
All right, your red extension of your rapier pierces through and continues on a little ways past him before dissipating, and he's still up though. Anything else?
I'm gonna be reserving my other axes for now, so that is my turn.
And we are at its turn. Nope, that's red. Take that off. Why didn't you?
That's my turn. That's me turn.
So it's Bud Me.
Get him, bum me!
Yeah, so I'm gonna try again with my Sacred Flame. And I'm going just the same thing. Two
Dex save.
Lido. God damn it! My never mind.
These full-plated, or not quite full-plated, but heavily armored skeletons are dodging your sacred flames like it's nothing.
My little poor flame, and then and then at the same time getting annoyed. I was like, my spirit weapon gonna come over and hit him.
Okay.
18?
18.
18 will hit.
11.
So how do you want the chakram, the sacred chakram, to kill it?
I'm just gonna chop, like go slide through the neck.
Okay. So yeah,
Just
so
on
your chakram, you move you kind of point and swing your arm around and tell the chakram to move into position, and it starts to spin real quick on its axis, and just saw blades right through the right in between the chest armor and the bottom of the helmet, and just slices through the neck and lops off the head as the body and head just kind of crumble to the floor where it's standing.
Yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
Way to go, bun me.
Oh, thank you.
Captain, we're up to you.
Yeah.
The last one has taken its direction to move towards where the master is and announce your welcome.
Well, fudge balls. I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage up to here.
Dash.
Whatever, man. There, yeah. And then I'm gonna use my last bit to move in. So from here, wait, I want to make sure how much distance I got. Okay, so I got 15 feet back, so I can move back. Boom. And then I'm gonna stab him with that short sword again.
Short sword? Okay. Still has fairy fires. 24 will hit. That will remove its charm.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's 19. Damn, I was like, really? So there you go.
God damn. Almost, that was max damage on the piercing.
Yup.
That's pretty good.
So again, it doesn't seem like it does the full amount of damage. And another chunk comes off of the short sword. The short sword now, until repaired, has a -1 to attack rolls until repaired.
Oh.
That's perfectly fine with me. You don't gotta worry about that.
Excellent. So I crack him, and then I go, bye.
Oh shit, bye!
Although he's gonna turn around and come right to me because I'm the only one close to him.
Oh, Jack gonna finish him off.
He doesn't take much
So,
damage.
On to Chad.
Alright, I'm gonna move up as much as I can.
Go
And
the
take a
big
shot
game.
at him. Yeah. Third.
And you don't mean Dallas.
Does he still have
15.
fairy fire?
He
It
does.
does still have fairy fire, so that is a 17 to hit.
Plus, and he's definitely gonna get hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
11 piercing.
Another exploded arrow.
Yep. So another arrow, it bites into the armor and just immediately splinters and shatters.
Bless you.
But it does kind of dent, and it does look like it kind of bit in and did some damage, but not quite the full amount. Anything else in your turn?
That'll do it.
I'll do a pig.
Sheldon.
Well, I can't see anything, so I'm going to move.
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
There. Still can't see. What is it? Is it 30 feet again for dash? Or half?
Yep. It's just your movement again.
Right there. Wait. That's 30.
Okay. I'm just gonna stop here. I'm not gonna do anything.
So you still have a bonus action if you want.
I look over to Cod and I'm like, "How's it going, buddy?"
Could be better. Breaking weapons.
You got
It's
some
kinda
quick.
fun.
You got some quick little feet there.
Oh, gotta stay on your toes.
That's my turn.
Dane, as you move up, and you shoot with your longbow.
15.
A 15 is just what you need to hit.
3 piercing.
Rounded
Which is
down to 1.
Way to go, bud.
Don't worry about the short sword. Just fuck it up. I don't care.
The arrow like hits the upper plate of the armor and instantly shatters, but you see one little breach of wood kind of embed itself into the skin near the jawline, and he just kind of like knee-jerk reacts with a tilt of his helmet and kind of looks back at you like, "What the fuck? What the heck was that?" Anything else?
Can I put away the bow now after I've used it?
Yeah.
And take out the shield because I don't want to lose my 2 AC.
It would be a bonus action to take out the shield, but yes.
Yeah, I'm not using a bonus.
Yeah, so yeah, you can put it away and then bonus action to remove your shield.
Yep, so I'll take out the shield and sword and stand there. We're ready for him. Wave him on again. Come on, friend. Come back to me.
Okay. So it is his turn. And he kind of glances back at the direction that he was going, and he looks back at the group, and he sees that his 2 buddies are down, and it just kind of ponders for a brief second, and it continues in the direction that it was going.
Fuck.
Whoops.
Oh, that's awkward.
It makes it to about here, and suddenly the entire
British Army appears.
the entire French fleet, no, a giant rune embedded in the floor illuminates, and a shockwave forces outward across the entire room, or the entire room. And as the shockwave moves out, it explodes the skeleton's body, and bits and pieces just kind of go everywhere. As you all feel this wave of paralytic energy wash over you as the shockwave comes over you and paralyzes you all in place.
Fuck.
At this time,
No checks? No checks at all? Come on.
no checks.
Ah. OP.
A figure appears behind the rune. And let me bring this up for you guys so you can see what you're looking at. So this dark cloaked figure with its face hidden, bound, arms wrapped and bound and all black, appears behind the rune and looks over you all. And in a similar natured voice as what the god spoke to you as, where it was kind of an amalgamation of all different voices, you can't lock on to whether this figure is male or female or any type of gender or species. You don't get an accent. You can't pick anything out as it speaks. And it looks through you and it says, "So you are the ones the gods have sent. You are the chosen." Oh, this is going to be too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. But I tell you what, I've watched you fight. I've seen you interact with my minions. And mind you, these were the weak ones. I have judged you. And I have found you wanting. But in my good-hearted nature, I will give you a chance to redeem yourself. For I am headed to the temple. I will resurrect Maxis, retrieve the Emerald Eye, and return him to his place of power. And rightfully, humanity will bow at his feet. So I beckon you. Follow me to the temple. Race me there. Can you stop me? Do you, champions, have the guts? I think not. But I look forward to our interactions more. And as they finish saying that line, a dimensional door appears behind them and they step backwards through it. And it just collapses. And as the door disappears from view, and so does the figure, the rune fades. And you guys start to be able to regain movement again as the rune disappears as well.
What a fucking pussy. So I say to you, Cotton.
Sheldon tugs on Cotton's coat. Whoa, where's that coming from? Where's he at? What does he look like? I can't see anything.
Quickly.
I can't see that far.
Sheldon.
You were able to see him. Well, he was illuminated there, so you
Oh,
can
okay,
see his
okay.
presence and everything.
Quickly.
I did take off the dynamic lighting, but the rune illuminated the entire space, so you were able to see him as he was standing behind it.
Okay, cool.
Sheldon, I need you to write a sketch and write down exactly what he said.
You know words. Why don't you write them down yourself?
I don't have anything to write with. You have all the paper
I
and pens.
draw pictures.
So draw a depiction of exactly what we just saw, and I'll write down what he said.
Fine. And I take my paper out and start drawing.
We're here on a reconnaissance mission.
Give me a perception or a performance check.
God.
Did the name that he said ring a bell of like an evil god, a forgotten god, a banished god?
Give me a history check.
How you
on the
spell
name.
that name?
How do you spell it? Is it Nexus or something?
Nexus?
Maxis?
Maxis.
How do you spell
Yeah. Maexius.
X-I-U-S. Okay.
And since their bodies didn't disappear and we're supposed to bring back evidence, I want to go over to old Blue over here and cut off his head.
No, this
This
one
one's
right
already
here.
cut off. It's just kind of laying there next to it. It's easily picked up and.
By the way,
just
mind you, I am
decapitated.
not religious at all, Zeph. So
I
if you
know.
want to give me a disadvantage on this, it's fine.
Nope, it's still fine.
I flip the sword over and hand it with handle up back.
Yeah,
to
so
Danger.
Sheldon, your sketch of the hooded figure is pristine. It looks just like the image that I showed, the handout that I showed you guys. And with your history roll, you don't recall the name. You just kind of figure back and you're trying to go through the gods, and it just no name from history pops up to you. Sheldon, however, you know that within your college there have been rumors that the current god of death, Novar, was not the original god of that there was one before him by that name of Mexus, and the symbology for him was a skull with it was a skull and crossbones, kind of like a pirate flag, but instead of bones, it was two sides that were crossed underneath the skull. And he was the first god of death, and ruled over the domains of death and trickery. Um, but as to anything more than that, as what caused this fall or his imprisonment or anything, there's nothing but speculation. Just
Mhm.
the most of ancient and guarded texts just speak of his existence as the god of death.
All right, so I'm gonna just choose to keep that to myself for now, just because it's more of like it's too many questions that I have unanswered, and it's more just theories that I have. So I'll just keep it to myself for now. I'm not gonna announce it to the group.
Did you say where he was going again?
He said he is going to the temple.
The temple.
The fuck is the temple?
Well, guess you have to fight it out.
Such
Give
a
me
pussy.
another
Why did he
history
run
check.
away? History. Nope.
It is enough to know that there, in your time at the wall, some scout reports have had some scouts have come back talking about the temple, a giant pyramid on the side of the volcano, that nobody has been able to breach. That they've scoured all the sides that are exposed to try and find an entrance from top to bottom, and nobody has been able to get inside this pyramid. But there is
But-
a giant onyx black pyramid with undecipherable etchings
I
on
bet
the
Chad
side of the
could reach it.
volcano.
Sheldon, can I have some paper and something to write with?
I'm gonna take my paper and I hand it to him. Here.
Do I remember if Lord Byron speaks Sylvan?
To your knowledge, he does not.
Okay, so I'll write in comment. I'll write out. He said he wants us, chosen ones, to follow him. He's attempting to take the Emerald Eye and resurrect Maxis? Question mark. He wants us to race him to the altar at the temple? Question mark. Temple leading to volcano? Question mark. And then I'll fold it up and I'll put to Lord Byron. And I'll hand him back the paintbrush or whatever you gave me to write with.
I grab it and I'm just So
At this time,
you asked me to write it down, and then you write it down anyway.
No, you said you were gonna draw and I was gonna write it down.
Okay. And
I
I just
figure we
walk
share.
off.
at this time, the ground begins to shake underneath your feet.
Oh boy.
The walls
Not moving.
shimmer and vibrate heavily. Pieces of the ceiling start to crumble and fall as is. Anybody who wants to can give me a nature check.
I know what the fuck this is.
Mhm.
So everybody who rolled a 10 and above, so everybody but Astrum and Bunme, identifies that the source of the shake is coming in from the direction of the volcano.
Oh.
He may have already made his way there. That dimension door. Whatever he stepped through. He's probably opened up the temple.
Earthquake!
Astro,
Yeah.
that dimension door, do you know how that works? How far away he can go? I've heard of portals, but I don't know the distance wise. Usually it's a very powerful mage that casts these things.
Do I know anything about dimensional doors?
Give me a Arcana check.
11.
Give me a history check to go with it.
History is 18.
Wait,
Okay. While you couldn't decipher much from the actual casting of Dimension Door, your best guess is probably that he didn't. He probably didn't cast it. Either it was already something active in the area, or maybe it came from an item, or um, you didn't see hand signs or hear an incantation when the door was cast. So either it was something that was already there in place, or it used an item to cast it. But from what you can remember from your teachings and lessons and the stories of more powerful spells as you gain knowledge and over time, um, that dimension door can be taken approximately at 500 feet, I think. I had it
That's like
no.
a 500 feet radius.
Uh, yeah, it's got a range of 500 feet.
So it could still be here at a different location, like 500 feet from us.
Dimension door.
Yeah, 500 feet. I just checked. So
500 feet.
I'd relay the information to the group and be like, I don't really know too much about it, but I do know that he did not cast the spell, so it either was off of an item or someone else cast it, or the door was already placed up and he used it, which means the door could still be around here somewhere.
well,
But we know where he's going. I'd say, and it's up to you guys, but here's my train of thought. I think we go meet Horace outside, rest a little bit, pass on the information to Lord Byron so we make sure we get paid regardless. And then we head out towards the temple. We'll see what Horace says.
Do we want to scour this room for any loots first?
Yes, absolutely.
I think we still have some time until Horace comes. We can hang out here for a little bit. Take a short rest.
By this time, you guys have been traveling through the cavern and the tombs. It's been roughly about 2 hours, so it's starting to get midday. You have the better part of the evening and through the night before Horace is going to meet you at first light, anyways.
Okay.
So you've got plenty of time to kind of make your way, post up camp, loot the room, do any checks or anything that you want to do.
if it's been 2 hours, whoever have the eyesight for me lost it.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
Colin.
yeah.
Is there anything on top of these carts ish? Or anything shiny that I can see in my range?
You see that there are a couple of. Let me do this.
Are we doing a perception check to see what's in the room?
Yes, you can.
Chat was like, I see something. Uh,
We should check out this room to the east.
oh,
There's some
Ha-
kind of like altar.
you get moving really fast with somebody don't have that far of the vision.
We already scared away the big bad.
It's zooming
That was
in.
such a pussy.
Really sure I'm the only one to see that chest from out here.
Yes.
I love how he tells us our vision went away before the looting happens.
Yeah.
Yes, the vision did go away though, by this point in time.
Yeah, I'm going to kick open whatever's on top of where I'm standing. And then I'm also going to shout out to Cotton that if we want to finish the map before we rest, Might be good information to have.
Agreed.
And then kick open the chest.
All right.
Unless they're locked.
Nope, they are not locked. The chest from
I'm not
this
worried about
chest
locked.
here, next to Cotton. Inside, you see 3 potions, a weighted pouch, and a rapier
Hey, the one that got
with an extra shiny, sheeny edge to it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take that since I already fucked mine up. I'm gonna scoop that out and just grab the coins. What and
Can
can I identify the
everybody?
potions at all?
Do you have proficiency with alchemy tools?
No, I don't believe I do.
Then no, not at this time.
I'm gonna strap the
You would have to.
rapier.
You could, but it would take you an hour to do so.
I'm gonna grab the potions. I'd be like, "Hey, anybody know what these are?" Hold them up like they're drinks.
Well,
I
Not beer.
Cotton. I have. Let me keep an eye on your Discord here, real quick.
Okay,
the
staring at
jet,
Discord.
the Jazz have
Staring.
it.
Staring. Staring.
Good Jazz right next to you. Does he have the? Can he know? Does he know that?
Does
I-
Chad have proficiency with alchemy tools?
Yeah.
No, leatherworking.
Oh. Oh. Typical ranger.
Staring.
They won't break their weapon.
I only broke yours.
Well, I took some damage, but it's aight for now.
I can make some repairs, but I don't have enough for more than maybe one weapon.
Okay. So, as Cotton picks up the rapier, before he picks up the potions and does the potion things, you see anybody who looks at him sees his eyes kind of glazing over, and he just kind of stops moving. And with the rapier in hand, Cotton, you hear inside your head, finally! The worthy one has picked me up! Oh, joyous day!
He said
Oh,
no.
my friend! Oh, we are gonna have so much fun. I feel thievery. I feel I feel mischief from within you. But do I sense the power of the gods in you as well? Oh, my friend, we are gonna have so much fun together. I'll be back to talk to you later. Goodbye for now.
Master.
And as you hear the goodbye for now, you just hear a cackle as it drifts off into space, and your eyes return back to normal, and you just kind of go back to what you're doing. Hey, does anybody know what these potions are?
I'm just like, well, that was a thing. I mean, let's be real. It probably wasn't my first cursed item I've ever picked up.
What direction did I hear Cotton in?
He's coming from the east, the eastern platform where the hooded figure came from. He's up there, like rifling through the chest and everything, and
I have no idea where he is. Hold on.
he doesn't.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh,
He's the only
holy
one
crap!
who
This map
hears
is big.
his voice and everything.
Yeah, I'm the only one who heard your voice.
Yeah,
How
that only
quickly
happened.
did you like put away that rapier? Because I was gonna walk over to like check out the potions.
Oh, like I scooped that thing up right away. The whole situation happened, and then I like slipped it back behind me and like tucked it away where my other rapier was. So I have like 2 rapiers basically sitting in a similar spot.
Yeah, it would have all happened within about 6 or 7 seconds. So you would have had about 30, 35 feet of movement.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have seen it then.
I
wanted to check if it was magical.
I'm gonna hand out the potions. Like, you know what these are? I
Nope.
literally just put them in your hands. I'm like,
I mean,
well, figure it out.
Finders keepers, brother. They're yours. I'm not gonna test them out. I don't want to fucking blow up if one of them's like a fire person. I'm gonna walk back towards my chest and open those.
Anybody else? Anybody else? No. No, nobody.
Nope.
So we'll start with Ashram, since you had asked about the chests in the wagon first. Inside your chest, it's more like a crate. It's not so much a chest like a traditional treasure chest. It's a crate that seems to have some supplies. You do find a pristine set of smith tools, a pristine set of alchemist tools, and a poisoner's kit. Sheldon, in your crate, you find a scroll that is rolled and sealed. You find another weighted pouch, and you see a thick wool cloak.
Okay.
Who was that?
Ash.
That was Sheldon's.
Sheldon.
Do I have the opportunity to investigate this now, or do we just hold on to it?
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second. Dane, in the 2 chests that you find, there are 25 silver pieces between the 2, 65 gold pieces, stone carver's tools,
We broke into a craftsman house.
and what appears to be a weighted mallet, a one-handed hammer.
We broke into a Michaels, guys. I guarantee there's some Karen in each one of these corners. We should actually not open any sarcophaguses.
I'm gonna pocket the silver and the gold quickly so no one sees.
Mm-hmm.
I see everything.
So what do you want to know about the stuff you find, Swim?
So I wanted to, well, before I open the scroll, what do I see on it? Like, does it look like an official, like something of importance, or does it look like old? Like
It appears
kind
to
of
be a tanned sheet of paper that has a wax seal on it.
Okay, I want to open the seal.
Okay.
And
so you break open the seal. What languages do you speak?
I think just Common and Aquan.
Well, good thing we have a whole bunch of people who speak all kinds of other languages.
What are you doing? Go back there.
I like the last
Just
game.
scroll down. That one.
Yeah, where everyone spoke
This?
Celestial.
All these?
Common, Aquan, Jarvis,
so
and
Common,
Elvis.
Aquan, Dwarvish, Elvish.
Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't know I had
In
the Dwarven
Elvish.
Elvish.
Yeah. In Elvish, you see that it is a scroll of fireball.
Okay. And what do I see in the weighted pouch?
You see 110 gold pieces and 15 silver.
What the fuck?
Damn. And well, we're on a roll. So what's in door number 3? What's the wool cloak look like?
It just looks like a well-made, thick wool cloak. Looks like it's a winterized cloak.
Do I sense any magic to it? I just
No.
rolled an Arcana. Okay.
Yeah, this map is pretty big, huh, Danger?
Can I pop open?
Yeah, I'm also gonna take one of the weapons and maybe like a bone from these guys.
Well,
does any of them have like a short sword or a long sword?
I have a broken one.
Well, all 3 of them have a long sword.
well, Jack.
And then they've got enough armor pieces that are intact that you can put together a full set of plate mail.
Ooh.
Jet took the skull from that blue scaly.
Yep.
What do you want to do
It
with the
does have the
skull?
helmet.
Huh?
Jet said he gonna present it to Horus.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
weighed down with all that. Full set of plate mail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be super weighed down.
We've been upkeeping weight.
How is it like looking? Is it like shitty?
No, I mean it's kind of dingy and dinged up and worn, but in the time that you have and your proficiency in smith tools, you can buff it out and kind of restore it to make it look pretty decent. And with some extended time, you can make it look exquisite.
So this is
Yeah.
AC 18 plate.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, I'll work on that as we're sleeping and stuff because I know we're already past time. So we'll talk about that next session. But I'll be working on that and maybe Astrom's rapier if he allows me to touch it to make some repairs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I take out the smith tools I found and say, if you're gonna be repairing, do you think this would help out?
I have my own set, but those look brand new. Is there any bonuses with this one if I'm looking at it? You know,
Yeah,
he's like
as
made
you
out of
inspect
silver
it
instead
and-
of iron or anything.
Yeah, so these are made out of adamantium.
Mithril. Oh, okay.
They are, so it's very pristine, very kind of, the hammer has a definite heavier weight to them. They give you a +1 to any smithing rolls that you make to use them.
Okay.
Which would be an additional +1 to basically athletics check for your use of the tools.
Yeah, I have. I just added the +1 mod to it, and I put in parentheses Addy to remind us. So it's gonna look like that now.
There you go. Wraith, in your weighted pouch, there is 65 gold 85 gold pieces and 15 silver.
And Jet standing there with the skull.
Just to save time, because you guys
much?
will be able to identify 85 gold and 15 silver.
Did you post? Oh no.
And 15 silver?
And yes, 15 silver. To save time, since you guys will be identifying the potions over the course of your long rest, there are 2 potions of greater healing and 1 invisibility potion.
Bro, we made out like fucking bandits.
And I offered these potions to you, and you said, nah. So now they're tucked away.
I'm not greedy. I like loot, but I'm not greedy.
Oh, I'm greedy. I'm a pirate.
Dude, you would definitely know that those are expensive. You could probably make a lot of money with those.
So, in addition, as you guys rest for the evening, you will all level to level 4.
Hey!
So we will work over the course of this week to get everybody leveled and make sure that everybody is set for next week. But with the long rest coming here, we will end our session here since we are over on time.
Okay.
Awesome session, guys.
Yeah.
So well done. You guys have now met and seen the hooded figure and made out like bandits.
Thanks, Zeph. Great
Thank
session.
you.
See you guys.